the gamblers. You are here because you are terrible gamblers.
Okay, Bobby.
These folks don't need to stop doing what they're doing. They just need to get better at it. Who's stealing?
Please.
Who's that?
Let's roll. The Thursday night throwdown has begun. The bench, the players, the hustlers, the people that bust them, and everybody else in between from Costa Rica to California, Montreal to Minnesota. Let's step up and in as the National Football League has stepped up and in and has returned. The Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears are boring us all to death, but we do have money on this football game, and it is 17-7 for the Baltimore Ravens, and we are on the flock, the Baltimore Ravens. I actually just missed the touchdown because the CFL game was a blowout. We hit the over. I got the over. We hit the over. I have the Argos +6. They're getting killed by 24 points, so I'm like, well, whatever, man. I'll watch the NFL preseason game. I've been going back and forth, but I didn't fucking know the Argos had come back. As the Argos are now down by 5 points with about a minute and 20 seconds left, give or take, or whatever. Yeah, with about a minute 25 seconds left in this football game, suddenly the Argos are down 5 points. A big, big rally and a big comeback for the Boatmen. And we've got the Argonauts +6. So they're down by 5 right now. And God knows, man, we all know, Lord Gambler knows, that, man, we've lost a lot of CFL games by 1 point and shit this year. I like to see the Argos come back and actually win this motherfucking game for the people that are in the stadium right now. You know, if you look at the stands, it's like, you know, it's not full, fuck. It's like fucking the stadium's half empty. But the people that are there are into it. I'd like to be there right now, but if I was there, I wouldn't be here right now, would I? Argos moving the football, man. There's a minute left. They're now on the Ottawa 45-yard line. We have another football game coming up as well after this. Edmonton and Saskatchewan. I don't know if my voice is going to be able to make it. .55 seconds left. Bethel Thompson back to pass. Dumps it off, completes it. I think Rod Smith just fucking said that pass was completed to Kevin Elliott, who's not even on the fucking team. Like, seriously. I said this last week, actually, about Rod Smith. It's strange, too, because Rod Smith has done a lot of play-by-play before in his career. But last week, he was all over the place. And I swear, he just said, Kevin Elliott with the reception. He's not even on the team, fuck. Like, he's not there anymore. I think he's just like, it's... All right, what is this? 3rd and inches coming up. It's funny. I said earlier today as well on the radio show, I said the Argos will fucking cover, but they'll lose a close high-scoring game. Here we are. Oh, man. Did he just fucking intentionally ground the football? No. 3rd and 7. This is it. No, now they're going to review it. It's a fucking thing with the CFL, man. You guys got to get your shit together with this. All right, it's a timeout. My bad. But earlier in the game, too, man, like, the fucking coaches wait like a minute before they challenge shit, and the refs accept it. It's too slow. This has always been a problem with the CFL. The refereeing in the CFL has gotten a hell of a lot better than it was, all right? Years ago, it was fucking bad, man. It was fucking really bad. The refereeing is good. Like, it's, you know, the refereeing's not a problem in the Canadian Football League. It's annoying at times, but the problem with the CFL refs, they're a little flag happy. They call it by the book too much. But the problem with the CFL refs is, like, even this timeout, look, this is the thing with the CFL. Everything is a fucking production with these guys. It's a simple timeout. What is everyone arguing about? Oh, and now there's a challenge about this. Exactly what I said. You can't challenge shit 2 minutes later, fuck. And it's not even, it's up to you, the fucking ref. This is what I'm talking about, the CFL. They usually get the play right, but it takes like 12 minutes. Now what are you even talking about, fuck? Just fucking do it, man. Whatever you're going to do, just do it. This fucking game started at 7 motherfucking o'clock. It's 10 after 10 right now. It's still on. So I knew it. I knew it. They were going to challenge it, but then they called a timeout to fucking buy time to challenge it. So in other words, look, the referees haven't even started challenging anything. No one's challenging anything. Everyone's standing around talking. Oh, we got to go explain this to Tressman. Now we got to go explain it back to the Ottawa coach. Now me and the ref, other ref, let's stand around and talk about this for a minute. What are you guys even talking about? Oh, now they're all, it might be in the grass. Incomplete pass. So that's better for the Argos. It makes it 3rd and inches. I don't know, man. I think the Argos can pull this out still. I really do. I have a feeling they're going to score a touchdown here. The Argos are fucking the football gods owe them, man. Like, they've had a lot of bad luck. They haven't won a fucking home game yet. Like, oh, no, they did. They did win that fucking game I was at once, yeah. All right, for the record, anyways, I'm on Saskatchewan plus the points in the next game. I'm on Saskatchewan plus the points, and I like the over as well. But my money's tied up right now on this and a lot of other stuff. Yeah, that's too bad, Pittsburgh, bro, because you know what? I came this fucking close to posting it on Patreon to take the under in this fucking game. I was going to take the under in this NFL game. The 35 was just a little bit too high. You know, it opened at 32.5. I thought there was a little bit of leeway there, but you know what? There was a lot of early points in that game. We'll get back to that game. We're going back and forth here. Let's just get Baltimore home. You know, Baltimore are 8-0 against the spread in their last 8 preseason games. Let's make it 9. Let's make it 9. And it's funny, too, because I got in a, not an argument. I can't fight with my main man, Lou, but Lou fucking said on Twitter, Gamblou said, anyone that bets on fucking preseason football is a moron. And, you know, I somewhat took offense to it, to be honest. If it was anyone else, I would have gotten into it with him, but I like Lou a lot, so I was like, I'll just bring it up. If you guys remember, I got into a fucking near fist fight with Pat Mayo about the preseason like 3 years ago. I'm not a fan of the preseason bashing, man. So look, so this is exactly what I was talking about, guys. What did I say? I'm talking about the CFL, and I said, you know what the problem with the CFL is? Everything takes so long with the referees. Here we are right now. You can order a fucking Happy Meal at McDonald's faster than fucking this. It's like, you know, let's just hurry the fuck up and fucking snap the fucking ball, fuck. Like, what now what? Like, what is it now? Like, why is everyone just standing around? Like, what is happening, fuck? This is what I'm talking about. I said before, it's 10 after 10. It's been 5 minutes. Nothing has happened. Like, you've already reviewed the play. The timeout is over. Like, is a CFL timeout 6 minutes now? Is this like a 6-minute timeout? I didn't know you had a 6-minute timeout in football. All right, we'll be back at 10:17. Is that cool? Like, what are they doing? What are you doing? Like, I really don't. I'm going to go on my balcony and start yelling at them. I think that, they might be able to hear me. I'm pretty close to the stadium. Like, if I was in the game right now, I'd really be fucking yelling at them. Like, what is everyone waiting for? Like, I don't understand this. Like, literally, now it's been 6 minutes. Like, what? I'm not even kidding. Like, honestly, what is happening right now? Like, are we in a timeout? You've already done the challenge. Like, why is everyone standing around? Like, oh, here comes the ref. You've already made the announcement. Good job. I swear to God, I just said this, and exactly what I said happened 30 seconds later. Good job. We have a great game. We have all this momentum. Toronto has the momentum. It's all this frantic comeback, and the refs take 6 minutes. Fuck. 6 fucking minutes. I can fucking smoke a joint and have sex with a hooker in 6 fucking minutes. Fuck. You guys can't fucking, like, put the ball on the fucking screen, on the fucking yard line. Now what are you doing? Holy fuck. Fuck. What? Dude, get off the fucking field, bro. I swear to fucking God, man. I swear, if I was the ref, I'd tell the coach of Ottawa, if you don't get off the fucking field, I'm going to punch you in the face, you fucking prick. Seven minutes. Watch. You just gave Ottawa fucking defense time to fucking get their breath. The Argos just got screwed. Ottawa's in a fucking frantic free fall. They've given up like fucking 20 fucking 4 unanswered points. They're fucking all gassed on defense, and the refs give them a 7-minute fucking break. Little circle jerk. You fucking Canadian Tire working motherfuckers, man. Oh, no, now buddy on Ottawa's fucking hurt. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you're really hurt too, asshole. No free health care for you, fuck. Like, is this some sort of joke? Like, what are we watching? Like, what I don't, I've never seen anything like this in my life. And I'm old. Like, honestly, we've had one play in the last 8 minutes. It took you assholes 7 minutes. Kill the suspense of the game and helped Ottawa's defense get their breath. Bethel Thompson, back to pass. Completes it. You guys want to review this now? Fuck. We're going to challenge the challenge. Remember last week they did that. They challenged the challenge, and then the fucking buddy tried to challenge the challenge of the challenge, and I said, you can't do that. You can challenge the challenge in the CFL. It happened last Saturday, remember? Where you're all fucking hammered. I'm like, are they challenging the challenge? And they're like, yeah. And then the other coach tried to challenge the challenge of the challenge, and they were like, dude, the challenges are over. Going into the end zone. Oh. You got 2 cracks at this. You got 9 seconds. I tell you what, the receiver was open there. He overthrew it a bit. All right. You should have 2 cracks at this. You've got 9 seconds, but you've got to go 23 yards. But there's enough time. Oh, of course. Now what? Timeout, Ottawa. Like, this is the problem with the CFL. Like, you know, you guys really need to sit down and figure this out. I'm dead serious. Like, you need to sit down with the referees and the entire – you can't have this. This motherfucker just called timeout after they snapped. Like, you can't do this. This fucking Ottawa coach, man, he challenges shit a minute later. He walks on the field like he's Vince Lombardi. It's like, get off the fucking field, asshole. I swear, man, I'd throw a football at this guy's fucking face, fuck. I think they're going to fucking score. I still do. Touchdown. I told you. Fuck, I was going to take the money line too. Fuck. Epic. Epic. What? There's no challenges. There's no nothing. I told you they were going to score. I knew they were going to score. I knew they were going to score. What a fucking pass and catch. Like, after all that ineptitude, these guys just pull off like Joe Montana, Dwight Clark shit. Fuck. Look at this. There's 1 second left on the clock. Bethel Thompson throws a perfect pass in which the receiver perfectly fucking goes up. Like, you can't write this shit. You cannot write this shit. Like, that pass and catch was like, that's like, I was like, no, you just didn't do that. After all that, you just did that? Really? Unbelievable. Fuck, I wish I was there now. I swear to God, I told Cam on the air that I was like, man, I want to take the money line with the Argos. I have a feeling, you know, they can win this game, but they'll probably lose a close, crazy one. Fuck. I just told you guys right before they scored, I said, they're going to score. I said it a minute ago. I said, I got a feeling they're going to win the game. They're going to do this. Look at that catch, too. I can't believe it. Good for you. Argos. Argos. What did I say before earlier? I said, for all those fans that stuck it out, man. Fucking right, man. Four second half touchdown passes. Guess who fucking has Bethel Thompson as their quarterback in DraftKings? Me. Me. And nobody fucking took this guy. He's got 35 DraftKings points. Right now, I am in 86th place out of 594 people. But I've only had 3 of my fucking players play. Like, I hit the jackpot here with this fucking quarterback now. Like, if the rest of my players can step up here, I can fucking, I might be able to win this DraftKings. Maybe. Of course. How long does it take to play 1 second? We're right back to the ineptitude. Oh, nice call, Rad Rod. Did you listen to our show today, or were you taking them anyways? I said that was my advice on the radio today. Yeah, we got Johnny Manziel tomorrow. Our boy, Kyle Hamburg's boy from fucking Costa Rica. Manziel, what up, Kyle? 3 weeks. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is becoming crazy. It's like AFL. They just kicked it back to them. The Argos. What a comeback. Oh, now they're fighting. There's a fight. Gotta love the CFL. There's a big fight now. Look. Fucking the game ended, and right away, man, the fucking dude on Ottawa right after a guy on the Argos. Fucking TSN. You don't even show the fight. Fuck off. I got good eyes. I was out of the corner of my eye. I was like, oh, fuck, these guys are about to go. It was great. All the Argos came running out, and a bunch of Ottawa players were like, fuck you, and they fucking pushed them. Unbelievable. What a comeback. Epic. Toronto Argonauts. It was 38-14 in the second half, and the Argos came back. Think they made the right quarterback move? I told you, motherfuckers, man. I said last night on this airwave right here on SBR, I said, Bethel Thompson will be good. I said, watch, fuck. They'll put points up on the board. Their offense will click. Check the fucking tape, fuck. I said it again today. Once again, Morency is right. I think this calls for some grape. Some LA grape. LA Confidential. Could the Argos beat the Ravens? No. Not if they played a fucking 100 times. Not if they played 100 times. Yeah, I also said that, Rob. Danny, you're right. What did I say, too? I said the CFL will start to open up. Boom, you're welcome, Grinch. Motherfucking right, motherfuckers. Bam. Toronto Argonauts +6, cash it. Over 48.5, cash it. Now we're on Saskatchewan +7 and over 53. We're trying to cry home this Baltimore Raven game. We're up by 10. We're in a good spot here, 17-7. Yeah, it's nice to it's so the CFL, Rob Danner, the CFL and Grinch, it's so much funner. Like when you lose betting on the CFL, you're like, fuck, what a fucking you're like, what a shit fucking league. Whenever I lose money on the CFL, I'm like, God, I hate this league. Fuck. I'm like, I really do. I love the league. I love it, but you know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, why did I fucking put $400 on that? And then when you win in the CFL, you're like, that was great. Fuck. That was great. Who had the best career out of all the Hall of Famers? So who are the Hall of Famers? Ray Lewis. I'll say Ray Lewis, though. Ray Lewis. What do we have? We got Randy Moss, Ray Lewis, Terrell Owens. Hawkins. Bobby Beathard. Robert Brazil, Brian Dawkins, Jerry Kramer. Jerry Kramer is pretty fucking good. We're going back a ways. This is a real fucking solid Hall of Fame class. Bobby Beathard was a great general manager. Hired fucking Joe Gibbs when Washington built that San Diego stuff up in the older days with Stan Humphries when they went to the Super Bowl. Probably drafted LaDainian fucking Tomlinson, to be honest. Pro Football Hall of Fame class 2018. And Bobby Beathard, great GM. Brian Dawkins, great fucking safety with the Philadelphia Eagles. Badass, mean-spirited. Although my personal favorite will always be Andre Waters. But Dawkins, great player. Jerry Kramer was a great fucking player, man, with the Packers. You know, but listen, I'm not taking anything away from the Green Bay days and shit or from Robert Brazil, but, you know, from the modern era here that we saw, I got to go Ray Lewis. And in fact, I think Ray Lewis, and the thing is with Ray Lewis too, Ray Lewis is a lot sort of like Jameis Winston in the sense that we don't really know. You know what I mean? And it always sort of hovers in the back of my mind. Did Ray Lewis really kill somebody? You know what I mean? Did Ray Lewis really smash someone over the head with a champagne bottle? You know, or did he not? Is he innocent? Like, you know, it always sort of lingers with me, you know, with him. I'll give him the presumption of innocence. He only killed one guy. I'll give him the I'll give him the presumption of innocence, but I will say that I think Ray Lewis. I think that Ray Lewis, out of all these guys, was the best football player. I don't know what you think, Kyle Hamburger. That's my answer. Like, honestly, Ray Lewis, when I was watching the highlights tonight of Ray Lewis, the thing with me is, I'll be honest with you, I've also been on the wrong side of a lot of Ray Lewis games. Like, I've lost a lot of money because of this motherfucker making plays, right? So, nice catch in the NFL game. When you saw the highlights tonight of Ray Lewis, man, it was like, damn, this motherfucker was good. You know? Like, really, to me, the best football player I saw, the best defensive player I saw was Lawrence Taylor. Like, Lawrence Taylor was just sort of like the most dominant to me, in the sense that Lawrence Taylor was all over the place. He'd make plays. He'd fucking sack the quarterback. Teams were genuinely scared of him. Like, they would really try to fucking go like away to the other side from where he would be. But he would roam around and, you know, like Lawrence Taylor caused fucking havoc, right? Lawrence Taylor caused fucking havoc. You know, Reggie White was great. Bruce Smith was great. You know, there's some great fucking defensive players, man. But Lawrence Taylor was the best. And I'm not so sure that Lawrence Taylor is better than Ray Lewis. Like, Ray Lewis might be the best linebacker ever to play the game, honestly. Urlacher's good. Urlacher was a safety in college. I don't know if you knew that. At New Mexico, he's a safety. But to me, you know, Ray Lewis is as good as they get. He's annoying. Even if he didn't kill someone, he's still annoying. You know, it's always about him. And, you know, even Michelle Tafoya after, you're still the face of the Baltimore Ravens. He's like, yeah, I am. It's like you don't play anymore, Ray. You're not the face of the franchise. You know what I mean? Like, Ray Lewis is that guy that's on the sideline still all the time. It's like, dude, you're not on the team anymore, bro. 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line, Chicago Bears. 4th and goal coming up. Ray Lewis pitch, yeah. I know, man. They gave Brian Dawkins like fucking 40 seconds fucking airtime. She asked him a question. She's like, oh, I got to go to a commercial now. Fucking Ray Lewis fucking talked for like 5 fucking minutes. Fuck. We missed Lamar Jackson's fucking first plays as a pro. I was pissed off, to be honest. I was like, really? I just missed Lamar Jackson's first fucking snap as a pro here because Ray Lewis is talking? And it was so ironic because she goes, you're still the face of the franchise, Ray. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, it's ironic you're saying this, Michelle, because as you're talking, Lamar Jackson's about to fucking take a snap here. Even Al Michaels had to come in after. Wow, well, Lamar Jackson just made his debut. It's like, thanks, Ray. It's like, fuck, I know. You're fucked. Don't worry, Ray. We know he's going to talk for like an hour on Saturday, bro. Brian Urlacher was a great football player, but not as good as Ray Lewis. Randy Moss. Randy Moss is epic. But I've always felt personally, I've never been a Randy Moss guy. And it's weird because I like Randy Moss as a guy. I like him. But my deal with Randy Moss is he fucking took plays off all the time. You know, he was a big fucking bitch for a while in his career. You know, I guess these wide receivers are. As he got older, he got a little bit more responsible. He was dominant. He was a monster. To me, Jerry Rice is the best wide receiver of all time. Randy Moss is fucking great. Like, I'm not disparaging him, but You know, like Jerry Rice is the best. Like Jerry Rice is head and shoulders above everybody. Moss is fucking great, though. Like, where would I rank him? Fuck, it'd be hard. It'd be hard to fucking say Randy Moss isn't number 2, I guess. You know? You got Don Hudson. You know, we're going back to 1935 and shit like that, right? As far as numbers. I don't know. Like, to me, you know, Randy Moss never won, right? I don't know. Like, fucking, what about Marvin Harrison? Let's see. Marvin Harrison, 14,580 receiving yards and 128 touchdowns. What did fucking Moss have? 15,000 receiving yards and 156 touchdowns. Yeah, I don't know. I think Marvin Harrison's a little underrated. The thing with Marvin Harrison was a consummate professional who showed up on every goddamn fucking play, didn't fucking fuck around, didn't run his mouth, wasn't a big diva like Randy Moss. Like I said, I'm old. I remember Randy Moss, like, coming out of Marsh. Like, there was a lot of headaches with this guy. He took a lot of plays off. You know, you really had to babysit him. Fuck. He matured as the years went on a bit, but you really had to babysit him. He's a good guy, though. You know, he was just, you know, he's sort of whatever, man. Wide receivers, all these guys are head cases. Fuck. But it's ironic because now if you look, Randy Moss got his shit together. Randy Moss is a pretty good analyst when he talks football now. And Marvin Harrison, on the other hand, is walking around the streets of Philadelphia with a baseball bat in his hand saying, "Where's my money?" It's like, dude, you're a multimillionaire. Like, Marvin Harris is like threatening people. "Where's the fucking rent money? I'll fucking kill you." It's like, you know, like Marvin Harrison, like basically every week the fucking Philly cops take a call. "Marvin Harrison, the wide receiver, just tried to kill me." But Randy Moss is right up there. You got T.O. as well. T.O. is fucking great. I'll rank. T.O.'s right there, you know. The thing with T.O. is a fucking big pain in the ass when he played. And no one ever really liked him. Like, no, none of his teammates ever liked T.O. That's why he had to wait to get into the Hall of Fame. I mean, I've spoken to Hall of Famers. They told me, fuck, T.O. can wait. Like, Terrell Owens was just an asshole all the time. But T.O. was one of these guys, like, he brought it more than Moss did. You know what I mean? Like, Terrell Owens fucking played in the Super Bowl and, like, risked his fucking career and shit. Like, Terrell Owens was fucking hardcore. I get the feeling that T.O. wanted to win more than Moss. You know? I think Moss enjoyed just fucking catching passes and fucking, you know what I mean, jumping into the crowd and doing his shit. He was a showman, Randy Moss. I think Terrell Owens would be more angry after a game if they lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Randy Moss fucking, you know, had 3 touchdown catches and they lost, I'm not saying he would. Randy Moss is a competitor. That's the one thing I will say, too. You notice, like, all these motherfuckers in the Hall of Fame, man, they're all, like, extra level competitors. But as I stated, you know, Moss was a fucking headache for a long time, too. He sort of gets a free pass for it now. Larry Fitzgerald is consistent as fuck. Larry Fitzgerald's like top 10 type shit. He's consistent as fuck, but yeah, like I said, you know, I'd say Randy Moss is number 2. Look, he was voted to 6 Pro Bowls. Randy Moss is voted to 6 Pro Bowls, okay, by his peers. Jerry Rice is voted to fucking 12 Pro Bowls. Terrell Owens, 6 Pro Bowls. The Pro Bowl game itself doesn't matter, but the Pro Bowl fucking resume matters because that's your peers, fuck. So, the game itself, whatever, but it does matter when you're looking and judging about, all right, how many times was he first fucking team All-Pro? How many Pro Bowls was he in? Look, Marvin Harrison is an 8-time Pro Bowler. I mean, you look at Randy Moss's numbers and you look at Marvin Harrison's numbers. Marvin Harrison put up pretty much the exact same numbers in less years and won a Super Bowl. And, look, Marvin Harris is 4th all time with 1,102 catches. Randy Moss holds NFL records for most receiving in a touchdown to the season, 23, and most in a rookie, 17. And like I said, I love Randy Moss. I've always been a fan of Randy Moss. I like him. Fuck, I used to like him, but I'm just calling it like I see it. And I'm not disparaging. I mean, he's one of the top wide receivers of all time. But Kyle asked me a question, and like I said, not take anything away from Randy Moss, but yeah, he put up a shitload of fucking numbers. So did everyone on that fucking team. Like, they played in a high-octane, pass-happy offense. Chris Carter put up monster numbers in that fucking offense, too. Randall Cunningham put up fucking, they all put up big numbers in that offense. For me, it's just a consistency factor. You know what I mean? Like, when you think of Randy Moss, all right. Like, for me, when I think of Randy Moss, what do you think of? He was dominant with the Minnesota Vikings, and he was kind of flaky. What did he do with the Raiders? Jack shit. He was pretty good with the Patriots. I don't know. I don't even remember Randy Moss as a Tennessee Titan. And he was a San Francisco 49er. So essentially, Randy Moss played from 1998 till 2012. On how many of these fucking years did he have an impact on the NFL? Like, how many of these years was it like, oh shit, Randy Moss? Fuck. Oh shit, Randy Moss with Tennessee? I don't even remember him on Tennessee. Oh shit with the Oakland Raiders? I remember the Patriots, it was all right. And it's ironic, the Patriots never won a fucking Super Bowl somehow with him. Like, the Patriots win fucking Super Bowls every goddamn fucking year. Randy Moss is there for fucking 4 years, but they don't win. So, I'm just saying if you know what I'm saying. So like I said, Randy Moss, he's sort of like Mike Tyson in a sense. It's like Mike Tyson. Like Mike Tyson is fucking dominant as fuck. And in all of our generation and our memory, Mike Tyson. But you speak to any real boxing historian and they'll tell you Mike Tyson's not even close to being the best fucking boxer of all time. It's, yeah, nice. Bears fuck up the snap. So Mike Tyson was a destructor for about 4 years. You got other boxers that were fucking, kingpins for fucking 12 years and shit. So it's sort of like Randy Moss. Like I just said, look at his career. All right, 1998 to 2012. Fuck, I don't even remember him on some of these fucking teams. Yeah, he was on the Patriots, and he had a lot of numbers, like every other wide receiver does on the Patriots. Just like Deion Branch was the MVP in the Super Bowl with the Patriots when he caught 2 touchdown passes. Right? Just like fucking Julian Edelman catching 106 balls. Fuck, I go down the fucking list. I'm not taking anything away from Randy Moss, but he's there, but to me, I'd rather have other guys on my team. That's where I'm going with this. You know, but the fact of the matter is, look, I'm looking at the names here right now, pretty much the stats and the list here. Antonio Brown has worked his way up here. And it's hard to look at Antonio Brown as the best ever. T.O., like I said, it's Jerry Rice and everybody else. And then, now we're just splitting hairs with these other guys. Larry Fitzgerald's a fucking stud. Played forever, still playing. Never causes problems. Marvin Harrison, I think, is underrated. Look, I'm looking at Gil Brandt right now. Now, Gil Brandt is somebody I respect. I'm not going to look at that Ranker website and bullshit like this. Gil Brandt is somebody I respect, one of the best talent evaluators in the history of professional football. So when Gil Brandt talks, I listen. Fuck. So Gil Brandt, this is his list. He's got Jerry Rice number 1. And just for the record, these are the numbers here. Jerry Rice played for 19 years, 3-time Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, 13-time Pro Bowler, 22,895 yards, NFL record 197 touchdowns, NFL record best 1,549 career receptions, first ballot Hall of Famer. And one thing with Jerry Rice is he tainted his numbers a little bit, like that Seattle shit. Fuck. Even the Raider era wasn't good. Jerry Rice should have just retired after. From 85 to 2000, he had a great fucking run. You should have just retired. Don Hudson, well, I'll be the first one to admit about Don Hudson that he played from 1935 to 1945, all right? So I don't think any of us here are qualified to talk about Don Hudson. I will tell you, though, that he was a 3-time NFL champion. He was a 4-time Pro Bowler. He was a first-team All-Pro 8 times. He had 7,991 receiving yards, 99 career touchdowns. Fuck. Don Hudson, Green Bay Packers, 1935, 1945. Randy Moss ranked 3rd by Gil Brandt, 3rd. 6-time Pro Bowler, 4-time first-team All-Pro, 15,292 yards, 156 fucking touchdowns. A lot of touchdowns, man. Holds NFL record for most touchdowns in a single season and most for a rookie, 23 and 17. Number 4, Lance Allworth, San Diego Chargers, 1962, 1970, and Dallas Cowboys. Super Bowl champion, 7-time Pro Bowler, 10,000 receiving yards, 85 touchdowns. Can't discount this motherfucker. 1962 to 70, though, so not of our era, right, that we can really debate. 7-7 in this football game. Already into the second quarter right now. I think we have some points in this game coming up, guys. I really do. All right, so I enjoy this conversation. What else? So then Gil Brandt has Antonio Brown as the 5th best wide receiver of all time. This is lofty from Gil. Antonio Brown, or if Antonio Brown's career ended right now, he's a 6-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro 4 times. He's led the NFL in receptions twice and receiving yards twice, 733 career receptions, 9,910 yards, 59 touchdowns. Brown's great. He's got some numbers to add here. That's the thing. Like Rice and Moss, they lasted longer. Brown's just hitting 30 right now. Terrell Owens, he's got him ranked 6th. 153 fucking touchdowns. If you look, like T.O. and Randy Moss's numbers are very, very similar. They both had very similar careers. Larry Fitzgerald, 10-time Pro Bowler. This is unbelievable, fuck. Larry Fitzgerald has fucking been in the NFL in his career for 202 games. He started 200 of them. Yeah, that's tough to beat, man. Like, this motherfucker shows up, man, more than the fucking clock does. Like, a clock breaks down more than him. It's like Gabe Simpson said, look at Johnny Unitas. You can set your watch to his hair. You can set your watch to fucking Fitzgerald's dreadlocks. He might have dreads, but he ain't on Jamaican time. He shows up on time. Larry Fitzgerald. Then we got Marvin Harrison 8. It's funny, too, because I'm not like the champion of the Marvin Harrison fan club, even though I do have a Marvin Harrison Colt jersey. I'm not I'm not the president of the Marvin Harrison fan club, but I just look at Marvin Harrison's accomplishments and think, damn, this motherfucker, you know what it is? It's because T.O. was blah, 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 blah. Randy Moss was like fucking mooning the crowd and fucking doing crazy celebrations and shit. Randy Moss was holding out, was a personality. Marvin Lewis, when he played, was a model citizen and never spoke, right? So he never got the same media attention. And it's ironic because in real life, fucking T.O. is just a prima donna, fuck. You know what I mean? Randy Moss, like I said, is a normal dude now who's a great analyst and a good guy in the community. Like, he does a lot of shit for kids, and I like Randy Moss. And it's funny because now Marvin Harrison, like I said, runs car washes in Philly and is a fucking nut job. Like, people in Philly are like scared of him type shit. They're like, don't fuck with Marvin Harrison, man. You'll end up missing and shit. It's like the dark side of the Colts that we never knew. Marvin Harrison's like a gangbanger, and Peyton Manning's like probably in the KKK, fuck, Him and Papa John, fuck. We never knew that the Indianapolis Colts, behind the scenes, the dark side. Well, many thought Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison were both the type of guys that you would want your daughter to marry. Peyton had a teabagging problem. Meanwhile, Marvin has an anger issue. I like to sit down with both Peyton Manning. What the fuck's your problem, Peyton? Well, GG, I can't help myself. I gotta rub my balls in women's faces. What's your deal, Marvin? I just want to fuck people up, man. Okay, you run into Marvin Harrison fucking at the Hall of Fame fuck this weekend, fuck. Yeah, don't talk shit. Don't talk shit. Yeah, Jeff Saturday is secretly a fucking drug. It's a good point by William Bush, fuck. Tony Dungy, hates gay people. He really does. Tony Dungy's part of that, Promise Keeper or Truth, whatever, one of those fucking groups, fuck. Like Tony Dungy, is homophobic. He keeps it kind of, in check. But Tony Dungy believes that if you suck dick, you're going to hell. Fuck. He does believe it. So it's like you got Papa John, Peyton Manning here. And is it fair that I associate Papa John with Peyton Manning? I don't know. Maybe not. But considering you're best friends, yes. Yes. I don't know. I know you teabag somebody. Fuck. And, it seemed like you were a pretty fucking handsy, touchy dude back in those college days. Peyton Manning can do no wrong, though. You notice Jeff Saturday, man, this motherfucker lost all the weight, though. Jeff Saturday's like the only normal one out of the bunch. What's up, Lucas? Yeah, there's new rules in the NFL. Oh, fuck. Dude, I tell you what, Lucas, man, I'm on the Baltimore Ravens here. I'm going to get fucked. I bet the money line at least. So if they score, they'll go for 2 if they tie it. But it's fucking bullshit. Every fucking drive the Chicago Bears have had, it's been solely due to the fucking helmet rule. And I told you guys this, but no one listens to me. But I said this. I said, they changed the NFL tackling rule. Baltimore's been fucking flagged 4 times in this game. I don't know, whatever, man. They're going to fucking figure it out soon enough, I guess. But these players, it's hard to tell these players suddenly don't lower your head. So, Baltimore guys aren't even, doing anything malicious, but they're lowering their head and they're getting 15-yard penalties. And it's really pissing me off. It's keeping the fucking drives going all the time. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. See, Danner pays attention. Thank you. Hey, what did I say, Danner? I said every fucking Hall of Fame game always ends up 17-16. And here we are right now. They're going to score touchdowns. We're either going to be 17-16 or 18-17. Oh, yeah. What up, William Bush? That's exactly right. Wait until week 1 in the NFL for real. This is just preseason shit. These guys aren't even hitting hard. Wait till it's week 1 in the NFL for real. And, yeah, a team's going to lose a fucking game, and bettors are going to lose the bet because of this. I guarantee it. You'll see it. There'll be a game in week 1 of the NFL. It'll be like a close game. It'll be tied late in the fourth quarter. Somebody will just fucking make a normal tackle. They're going to say, that's a fucking 15-yard penalty, man. And you're going to lose the bet, the game, the team, the coach. Everyone's going to flip. Fucking. But the thing is, you can't have it. They can't have it both ways, right? They bitch about safety. No, the league doesn't care about our safety. Fuck, the NFL just uses us. All right, well, we just made a rule to make you guys safer. Fuck, and now you all complain. Everyone always just complains no matter what. That's the moral of the story. Fuck, people just like to complain. Yeah, there's no more free play, as well as Kyle Hambrick stated. If you jump offside, they're calling it now. They're calling it now. So basically, you don't get that free, like, you know what I mean? You know, so it used to be like they'll jump offside, and it's like, oh, you got a free play, and then the quarterback will fucking bomb it down the field and shit. They're fucking going to just say it's offside and blow the whistle now, which I always thought they should do, to be honest. If the play is offside, the play is dead. The play doesn't exist. Like, I've never understood that rule, to be honest. Like, it doesn't exist. Like, it makes more sense to stop it. Like, I hate that shit. Yeah, and you always see it, and it leads to these weird sequences. Well, there was a penalty, but then there was an interception, but then there was another penalty. It's like, no. It's like a false start. There was one game fucking in the NFL last year where I lost a bet because of that, where they called a fucking penalty after a false start. Like, it was like false start and a penalty on the defense. But I was like, there's no play. Fuck, it was a false start. You know what I mean? They should just stop it. I hate that. Like, I like this move that they're stopping this. Fuck. It's annoying. It is. Fuck. It just leads to confusion. It's like open-ended. It's like fucking ambiguity here. It's like the Supreme Court or something. You can argue all sides of this when it's like that. You don't really know what it is. Yeah, because basically what it was, they don't want to get quarterbacks hit. So before, you get a free play, but you know what? It was also a free tackle. You know what I mean? Because you're on the defense and you're like, whatever, man. We already got a penalty on this play anyways. I'm going to fucking smoke him right now. Bam. Right? So they eliminated that because they said too many guys were taking free shots on the quarterback. And you know who was the king of that was Seattle. Fucking the Seattle Seahawks. They were the kings of that shit. They would jump offside knowingly and just fucking smoke you. Fuck. And they would just sort of laugh about it after, man. They did it to the Bills. They do it to everyone. I remember that night on that Monday Night Football game. They fucking hit Tyrod Taylor like 3 times like that on plays that it was like blown dead, that it should have been blown dead. And remember when they ran into our fucking kicker even? They're fuckers, man. Of course, Baltimore. Of course Chicago's going to score here. It's crazy, hey? Fuck, I predicted 17-16 today, and here it comes, fuck. Fuck off. This is the problem with these fucking preseason games, man. You got a great bet all fucking game long, and now it's just fucking Russian roulette, fuck. Pick them off. Fuck you, Tyler Bray. Sunday, fuck you. Yeah, great defense we're being played here. They're going to score a touchdown. Then they're going to go for 2. This is a disaster. It's a fucking disaster. Come on, Baltimore. Get to him, fuck. Like, tip ball at the line of scrimmage, fuck. Jesus, fuck, man. Come on, man. Chris Calder says, I don't know if you're 6'6", you get the ball tipped. Well, because the fucking D linemen are 6'6". And number 2, he's not that good. All right, come on, man. We've got like fucking 4-string guys in the defensive backfield now. We need to make a play. Fuck. Like guys on the Bears are wide open. Fuck. It's a problem. Oh. Here comes the touchdown. Oh, Tanner Gentry. I have him in DraftKings too. I said Tanner Gentry. I better win money in DraftKings tonight. Yeah, was he down? Yeah, he was down. His knee's down. Fuck, you're a good call, Collinsworth. Yeah, you're damn right he looked like. You better review that, you motherfuckers. I don't care if it's preseason. You're down. He's down. He's down. He's down. His knee's down. I don't think it's a touchdown. I think he's down. His knee's down. I think his knee's down. Yeah, you guys agree. His knee's down. Yeah, I think he got touched there, bystanders. Buffalo. Nate Peterman will be the starting quarterback. It's on NBC. Josh Allen is nowhere near ready to play. What's up, kid to groove? She looks just like Tony's wife. Tony who? Who's this? I didn't know Jeff Sessions was an NFL referee. A big man on campus will join us in a couple of minutes, and we've got soccer tomorrow. English League Soccer, Division II, not Premier League, but the soccer season. You know, we got MLS and shit, which is cool on the weekend, but the seasons are starting now. The England, the England Community Shield, England League One. We got the England Championship tomorrow with Reading and Derby. Serie A starts in a couple of weeks, like the 18th. Fuck off. Oh, he dropped it. Good. Incomplete. 4th and 6 coming up. Come on, man. Come on. 10-2 for the LA Dodgers, motherfuckers. Hey, we gave you the Atlanta Braves as a winner. And we said parlay the Washington Nationals and the LA Dodgers. Boom. Nationals roll. Dodgers up 10-2. Nice. It could be a nice night. We went 2-0. I don't want to jinx anything here, but we went 2-0 in the CFL so far tonight. 2-0 in baseball, so that's up to 4-0. We're on the Baltimore Ravens right now, and it's 4th down. So this is it. You know they're going to throw to the fucking end zone here. 1st down. Fuck! Fuck! All right, they're going to go for 2. This is going to be painful. It could have been a fucking push-off. Fuck me, man. This is brutal. Are they going for 2 or are they kicking a point? Yeah, they're going for 2. I have them on the money line. Let's stop them. Come on, man. Stop them. Stop them. Yes! Whoa. All right, 17-16. What did I say today? I said these games are 17-16. God damn. I'm like Nostradamus today or something. Somebody say bet. Somebody say bet. A great episode of the Flintstones when Fred had a gambling problem. Remember, like, if anyone said the word bet around Fred Flintstone, he'd fucking bet, what, bet. And Fred would want to bet. And Fred was betting at the bowling alley and shit. Wilma's like, you got to stop betting on everything, Fred. Fred's like betting on everything. Fucking. The Flintstones, man, some of those episodes, like fucking. The thing is, the Flintstones wasn't for kids. Right? The Flintstones used to be on in prime time. The Simpsons was an adult show. It was like the Simpsons of its era. It wasn't like meant as a cartoon originally. I mean, the Simpsons used to be sponsored. The Flintstones used to be sponsored by a cigarette company. Gee, Fred, nothing like a nice, smooth Winston.
They sure work hard, don't they, Bonnie? Yeah? I hate to see them work so hard. Yeah, me too. Let's go around back where we can't see them. Gee, we ought to do something, Fred. Okay? How's about taking a nap? I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break. That's it! Winston is the one filter cigarette that delivers flavor 20 times a pack. Winston's got that filter blend. Yeah, Fred. Filter blend makes the big taste difference, and only Winston has it. Up front where it counts. Here, ahead of the pure white filter. Winston packs rich tobaccos specially selected and specially processed for good flavor in filter smoking. Yeah, Bonnie, Winston tastes good, like cigarette juice.
Winston. The Flintstones, brought to you by Winston Cigarettes. So, yeah, so there's an episode of The Simpsons. It's the Flintstones. Sorry, let's say the Simpsons ripped off the Flintstones, and the Flintstones ripped off the Honeymooners. It's all the same fucking show. But Fred goes to the track with Barney. Fuck, it's like it taught me to be a hustler and like a deceptive gambler. Fred goes to the racetrack with Barney. They skip work. They win money at the track, and Barney's like, "Gee, Fred, I can't wait to tell Betty and Wilma about all the money we made." And fucking Fred's like, what, you an idiot? He's like, we're not telling anybody about this money we made. He goes, in fact, we're going to hide this money right here under this rock. And they get robbed after. It's like the lesson was, Fred, if you didn't hide the money under the rock, Fred, you still have it. Fuck. You got robbed. Fuck. It's just like, growing up as a kid, essentially. Fucking great. We're punting the ball right back. Yeah, so I learned early as a kid. It's like, the big hustle. Yeah, the dinosaur races. All right, big third down here. Lamar Jackson, this is it. This is why I bet on you guys. Exactly. It's 3rd and 5. Lamar Jackson, just roll him out and run him. He can pick 5 yards up. Let's get this. You're right, Spenny Mac. Just run a little bootleg. Let's go. Oh, fuck off. Really? Why would you do that, Harbaugh? Like, it's almost like he's testing his defense. You're not going to get a first down doing that. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? Like, really, why would you do that? Like, why? Like, it's like he tried not to get the first down there. Bad call, fuck. Bad play call. Yeah, Sanders' helper came from the track. No, like, really, I don't understand that call. It's 3rd and 5. You have Lamar Jackson. What do you see if Lamar can throw it then, at least, and put him to the test? Instead, you're like, let's run the ball sideways. Like, this is inevitable. Fuck. Now they're going to kick a field goal. We're going to fucking lose, man. It's unfucking real, man. Or let him throw it. Fuck. Exactly. Let Lamar Jackson make a play one way or the other. All right. You make a play or doesn't. Let's see him on 3rd down. You know what I mean? Let's see if you can make a play on 3rd and 5 here, Lamar. Let's go. Instead, they're like, well, let's hand it off and run it sideways. Come on, man. Fucking stressing out this fucking game. This Norwegian kid can fucking punt the ball, bro. William Bush, this Norwegian kid can kick the ball, man. I mean, this guy is like Ray Guy. Fuck. He's like 70-yard punts. Where'd they find this guy? Fuck. We need a tip ball and interception here. Fuck. The thing is, fuck, man. They don't, these NFL kickers are good. Fuck. They only have to, they don't have to go that far. Come on, man. Don't play fucking soft defense here. Fuck. Come on. Go get him. Get him. The thing is, Kid to Groove, I don't understand. It's like I said, it's almost like Harbaugh wants to fucking test his defense, honestly. I think he gets a kick out of it. I think Harbaugh's like, you know what? Fuck, let's just fucking punt the ball and see if we can stop them. Fuck. Like, I think, you know what I mean? You don't know. And that's the thing with the preseason. Like, coaches will do weird shit, and they'll have a motive for it. We're like, why would you do that, Harbaugh? For all we know, he wants to see if his defense can do this. That's the thing, too, but it's like they don't want, I told people this, that we're taking Lamar Jackson and DraftKings. I said, I don't think they want to do much with him. And I'm telling you, it's going to be the same thing with the Buffalo Bills. I've been following the Bills camp closely, and They're like, how much is he going to play next week, Josh Allen, in the game? And they're like, I don't know, not much. You know what I mean? Like, he hasn't earned it. You know, we're taking him slow. Like, there's not 1% in their mind that Josh Allen's starting week 1 against Baltimore. So they're like, we're in no rush. And it seems like Baltimore's in the same boat right now with Lamar Jackson. They didn't put him in right away. The fucking kid from Liberty went in before he did. I think Harbaugh's smarter than I am. And I think there's a method to the madness. You know, they're trying to frustrate Lamar, I think. You know, make him hungry. Fucking make him better in practice. Fucking tell him, listen, you want to get more snaps? You want to throw the ball on 3rd and 5? Show it to me. Like that's the word out of Buffalo. McDermott said, because basically even in practice, they got Allen handing the ball off all the time. And McDermott was like, he's got to earn fucking throws, man. Like, we're not just letting him we're not throwing him out here. He's got to earn it. And so, and word out of Baltimore is RG3 is way better than Lamar Jackson is right now. So, but I don't know. Like, now you just, what did Lamar Jackson get out of this tonight? You fucking made him wait to play to the second fucking half. You put him on the fucking field. You made him fucking just hand the fucking ball off. Yeah, the Liberty kid's pretty good. The Liberty kid can play. He's not bad. He'll end up on a practice roster. Woodruff. Big kid. The Liberty kid's not bad. Look, put it this way, guys. I talked about this today. This is serious shit in the sense that Joe Flacco is their quarterback. But they have to realize, that I think they're coming to the conclusion that, you know what? If Joe Flacco gets hurt, which he often does, if Joe Flacco gets hurt in week 1 against the Buffalo Bills, you can't have Lamar Jackson on the field. He's not ready. And it's clear he's not ready because if they even thought he was, he'd be playing more right now. So they're thinking Lamar Jackson's a project for a year here. Like, you know, no, let's not rush this shit. RG3 could be the backup quarterback. And it's funny because no one even thought he was going to make the team, to be honest. Well, this is why, dude, and like Chris Blanchard said, the Ravens were the call here, guys. If any of you've been watching this game, the Ravens have been a better fucking team. I swear to God, it's this new helmet rule. The Ravens have been called for like 4 times, and the Bears haven't. Like, the Ravens just don't get it, fuck. All right, 4th and 15, fuck. Just sack them, fuck. Just sack them. This is why I didn't lay the points, motherfuckers. I said every game 17-16. Come on, sack them. Boom. Chicago doesn't have any timeouts left. This is where the frustration is really going to kick in for people. Because, you know, I guarantee you guys right now there's a novice gambler out there who has Baltimore -2, who's thinking, oh, fuck, we have the ball on the 4-yard line. They can score. Will they score? I don't know. They might. They might not. They can take a knee. Like, Chicago can't stop the clock, but who knows what Harbaugh will do. Oh, people right now, the total, exactly like 3 knees. They could, though. Oh, I imagine they will take a knee, but it's a preseason game, guys. You don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Hey, I hope they take a knee. Let's just get this game over with. Nah, but you can't lay -2. You can't lay the -2. I always say this is same in NBA, guys. Same in the NBA. Like, I'm never going to lay fucking -2 when I can lay -125 or something on the money line, you know? Because of instances like this, fuck. Boom, 1-0. Fuck, you know what? I was going to go under 35 too, but I didn't. I didn't want to push it. And Harbaugh's now won 9 straight preseason games. They're due for a loss, these motherfuckers, though. It's funny, too, because Lou was like, all right, well, we'll track the record and we'll see how you do in the preseason. I said, all right, we will. Remember, Lou's words were documented picks. I want to see people's documented picks in the preseason and prove me wrong that you can beat the book. Because Lou was saying you can't beat the book in the preseason. And I said you can beat the book in the preseason. We just did. Money line. 1-0 in the NFL. That's it. I'm not betting another NFL game all year. We're fucking shutting it down. 2018 was a fucking 1-0, perfect 1,000% winning percentage on the NFL season. Does Joe Flacco ever smile? Fuck. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen, like, Joe Flacco, like, he looks miserable all night. Fuck. It's like, dude, like, what's your deal, Flacco? You know what I mean? You've made like $138 fucking million in your career. You're a Super Bowl champ. Fuck. You probably have like a hot fucking wife, despite the fact you fucking have the eyebrows of fucking Big Bird and shit. Fucking Oscar the Grouch or whatever. It's like, fuck, man. All right. That's it. Back to a fucking real league, the CFL. And we dodge another bullet, motherfuckers. 5-0 on the night tonight. 5-0. Fred Flintstone's impressed. 5-0, motherfuckers. Man, I wish I had like a little green gazoo, fuck, that I could get picks from. Big man on campus steps up and in. His big man's excited for the start of the so what is it tomorrow? The English Championship? What's the league tomorrow?
English Championship, second league. So tomorrow we get the start of the league, and then Saturday, big card.
Reading versus Derby tomorrow.
It's Derby, Gabe.
Is it Derby?
Derby County, yes. Yeah, and then we got a big day Saturday with all the other leagues. League 1, League 2, all the other leagues will get started as well. Premier League next week.
Plus 125.
Yeah.
Reading plus 260. See, yeah, I don't follow this league. Fuck, I know this is the second league, right? The relegation league, etc.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not saying I won't bet on it, but I don't follow it. Like I don't know the teams. I don't know who's on.
Well, I'll try to help you here. I like Derby County in this game. I think they get the job done. Reading is not a good side. Derby is a team that I think can actually go up this year. They have a new manager, Frank Lampard. He used to play for Chelsea. You might remember him. He's a big-time player. I think Derby County, Reading's a team that really struggled to win at home last season. They only won, I think, 2 games against the top half of the group. So
I'm looking at the future odds here. Yeah, Reading are right near the bottom here.
Yeah, I think Derby can go up, though. I think they're a team that could be the third team to go up this year. They have a good side. They went out and made some nice signings.
You have to win, or is it like 2 teams go up, or is it just 1?
3 teams go up.
Oh, 3 do. Okay. I thought it was 2, but it's
you have to figure West Bromwich Albion will go right back up. They have the best team in the championship this year.
Yeah, I'm looking at like the odds here. So Stoke are actually favored.
Yeah, they should go up as well. I mean, both those teams should return.
Which is the fucking team owned by the guy with the Jaguars?
Fulham. They're actually in the Premier League this year.
They made it, right? They won this last year, right?
They're staying up. Yes.
Yeah, I remember that shit. All right, fucking. So yeah, Stoke are the ones favored. See, I like to look at this. This will sort of help me as a guideline if I'm betting this to know who's good and who's not. You know what I mean?
Yep. No, it's a great thing. I mean, sometimes teams are surprised, but the top 5, like. I have Derby rated a little bit higher than some of these other clubs like Nottingham Forest and Leeds, but all these top 6, top 7, the ones at the bottom are bad. Bolton Wanderers are awful. Rotherham was actually up 2 years ago. They were one of the worst championship sides I've ever seen. How they got back up, I'll never know. Hull City's poor. Ipswich Town is really bad. Millwall is actually better than people think. I wouldn't necessarily say Millwall is a bad side. They're actually very good at home. If you can get Millwall at home, they have a good fan base. They actually were pretty good last year. They finished 8th in the table.
It's amazing to me. Fucking Aston Villa has really fallen on hard times, right? They used to be a mainstay.
Well, they actually almost challenged last year to go up. They were kind of right in the final. They were in the final game and they ended up losing. But yeah, I mean they've found ways to screw things up recently.
Like at least in my lifetime, I remember West Brom's been in the EPL before. Norwich used to be there.
Sure, Aston Villa was up.
Fucking mainstay. They were, Sheffield United.
Sure,
was there.
Yep.
Was QPR there before? Queens Park Rangers? Yeah.
Queens Park Rangers have been up, yeah. I mean, Aston Villa was up quite recently. I mean, a lot of these teams have been up recently. QPR was up. Reading has been up recently. Aston Villa. Yeah, I mean, some of these teams have fallen on hard times, though. I mean, that's kind of the truth. I'll tell you what, Gabe, there's a team, Wigan Athletic. They were actually down in League One last year. They had an unbelievable season. They're up in the championship. They could be a team that I wouldn't be surprised if they could finish top 5. They've made really big strides. They gave Manchester City a game last year in the FA Cup. Wigan's a side that at 41 to win this thing. Wigan's improved. They're a good side. They'll definitely be up towards the top. They're a team that I don't think the odds really, if you kind of look and say, well, I'm just going to go with these tell me, Wigan's a lot better than their odds are saying they are.
Man, I'm looking right here, and man, I remember when Swansea was in EPL, it was fucking free money to the over, big man. They couldn't defend. They used to get killed.
Yeah, I mean,
I remember this. I don't know if it was about 2 years ago. I used to just bet Swansea games over all the time, and they couldn't stop anybody.
Yeah, Swansea's a team that really just can't stop anyone, and they also can't score goals. I mean, that's the problem. They'll be the one team, Gabe, that will not go back up this year. Swansea's a team that they've fallen on pretty hard times. The Welsh team's really struggled. I don't think it's going to be much different down in the championship. They're not going to go back up this year.
So just for the record, guys, so we got Stoke at plus 500, West Brom at plus 750, Middlesbrough at plus 800, Nottingham Forest at 10-1, Leeds 11-1, Swansea 12-1, Aston Villa 12-1, Derby 12-1, Brentford 16-1, Norwich 22-1, Sheffield United 28-1, Sheffield Wednesday 33, Preston 33, Bristol City 40, and whatever, all these long shots. Yeah. Birmingham, fuck.
Yeah, I would take shots with. I think. I talked with Nigel Seeley. He's a guy that used to be on SBR. He's not on anymore, but he actually really likes Norwich City to maybe go up this year. They could be where that. If I'm looking at these, I'm looking at to be promoted. I'm not looking at to win outright necessarily. The only outright I'm looking at would be West Brom. Is there
a prop to be promoted? I don't see it.
You're gonna have to look go to Change Market.
Oh, okay, and
it's to go up. So. To be promoted. So I would be looking at to be promoted.
Yeah. And I like this to be relegated. So in these teams, you're telling me the bottom of these teams get booted to Division 2 if they don't win, right?
Yes, they will go down to League One. That'd be the third tier. Yep.
Yeah.
So you would have most likely the teams that go down would be Bolton Wanderers, Ipswich Town, and Rotherham or Hull.
Yeah, so if I take Aston Villa to get back in EPL again, I get plus 400. They just got to come in the top 3.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at Norwich City at 7-1, Sheffield United at 9-1. They have a pretty good side. I'm looking at those ones, and then to win this, I'm looking at West Bromwich Albion at 8-1. Middlesbrough, I could see them going up as well. But some of these, I'd be more or less looking at to be relegated. I would say Bolton Wanderers, I would definitely say would be relegated. I think they're the worst team in the league.
Now, when I bet this shit, and, obviously I bet everything, right? So, when I bet this stuff, I've taken the under a lot, but tell me about the league. Does it play to the under or the over more generally?
Last year, it definitely played a bit more to the over, but I think this year, particularly early on, I think you're going to see a lot of unders. I think in the first, on Saturday's games, I have a lot of games that I would peg to be under matches. Rotherham, they're an under team. Millwall, they're an under team. You see a lot of draws in this league, and I'll tell you what, this league is super. There's a lot of parity. I mean, you can really it can become daunting to bet sometimes, really. My advice to a lot of people is find teams that you like, kind of stick with them. I wouldn't be going down the card and just choosing game by game and just going with favorites. There's a lot of upsets in this league. And generally,
there's a lot of parity, right? Because that's it. You know, they don't have a lot of star players or anything, right? So
yeah, I mean, basically, the star players on these teams are the ones like for instance, some of these teams will bring in like some of the players from the Scottish League, or they'll bring in players from the Premier League that sat on the bench all year. Yeah, those are the best players.
Yeah, exactly.
So you need to read injury reports because these teams.
This is the league that the Canadian Nationals play in and shit. This is the one.
Yeah, I would say they're probably on similar levels, maybe a bit better.
And like the Scottish League too. There's a lot of guys that are on the Canadian national team and shit that, you know, not this generation, but the older generations. They've always been on the shittier fucking Millwalls and fucking Scottish League teams and shit.
Now, this is also another place where I think sometimes you'll see some of the older Premier League players, like John Terry played at Aston Villa last year. You'll have some of the older guys; they'll move down to some of the smaller leagues.
Like where is not where? You know, let me look back up here at the here at Nottingham Forest. Yeah, there was. Yeah, like I don't know if you know the guy. Maybe you don't. He's not like a star player, but his name was Craig Forrest. And he was the goalie for Nottingham Forest. He's a Canadian dude type shit. It's weird, too. Like, only Canadian guys in the chat will know what I'm talking about. But doesn't it always freak you out, like these Canadian dudes? There's all these Canadian soccer guys. And they fucking all they have, like, sort of half English accents now. It's bizarro world. Like,
I think when you live over there.
Yeah, he lived in England for a bunch of years. So he talks like a Brit and like soccer language, you know, soccer lingo, but they have the accent too. It always freaks me out. It's bizarro world.
Yeah, I mean, I guess when you're somewhere for so long, you just kind of pick up certain things. And I know, for instance, like for me, like watching soccer and like watching all these different, you know, feeds and stuff, I start to add in words that I didn't necessarily say before, you know, but I think when you're just around something, you just start to get into stuff. But yeah, I think Craig Forrest played at Ipswich Town for a while.
Was it Ipswich? I thought it was Nottingham.
He played at West Ham United as well, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, people pick things up in languages, but in the soccer talk, well, it's always people during the World Cup, like American and NFL people sort of were laughing about like the lingos, right? The fine form. Yeah, the word, just the language is different, right? You don't really hear marvelous pass in the NFL very often, and pitch, fit. This is a fit team.
Sure. Yeah, there are certain things that I've started to say, you know, like I say, you know, fit a lot. Like I definitely say fucking hell a lot. There's a lot of shit I say, but Gabe, I will say on Saturday,
I've always used the term goalkeeper. You know, that's goalkeeper, netminder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was a goalie in hockey too. So
well, netminder's more.
It's the same slang in hockey, but that's why I always say like there's a lot of similarities, right? Like, you know, I was a kid in Canada, like hockey, it's the same shit. It's like the sophisticated way, but you'll hear that. Great save by the netminder, right? Like
netminder, I feel like it's more hockey. I've definitely always hear that.
Goalkeeper.
Sure. Brilliant.
Goalkeeper. Yeah, good pace.
Brilliant.
Fine form.
I've actually say fucking mug a lot. Mug, you fucking mug.
Yeah, brilliant pace.
Brilliant. All right, Gabe, on Saturday, here's a game for you. Preston North End. I like them against QPR. QPR, you'll get a kick out of this. They actually they're not allowed to really spend any money because they got a financial fair play fine, so they've been really limited as far as what they can do. They have really poor players. I think Preston North End. QPR couldn't win on the road last year. Preston is a good defensive side. I think this is a good play. Preston will beat QPR.
Preston, I like it.
Preston North End, yep.
All right, here it is. So I found some good ones here too. Equalizer.
Yes, sure.
Equalizer. Fit.
I don't ever hear equalizer in America, I don't think.
No, like fucking the Eagles scored the equalizing touchdown.
Yeah, that's definitely a soccer
Who's this
thing.
rapper here in Edmonton? Let's see. Man, they have the worst fucking sound.
Now, Gabe, get a load of this. So I just get this text message. Look at this shit. That's the text message I just got.
Let's see. What do you got? Let's see.
Like, that's all it says.
Chris Barr owns you. Holy fuck.
It's like, Jesus Christ. It's from a new number. I guess I'll have to block another one.
I'm not sure how he owns you either.
I'm trying to figure that out myself.
Yeah, what else do we got here? Fucking looking for some good ones. Yeah, the pitch is a fun one. I always get a kick out of the pitch.
Sure.
Instead of the field.
Yeah, that's a good point. Are you going to get a New York accent?
No. I already pretty much speak like a New Yorker. But
like, get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm not. Concede. Yeah, concede's a good one.
Gabe will be driving down the street. Hey, you! Get in the fucking car.
No, I just sort of have a generic. East Coast accent. I find.
You know what else English people say a lot? Crack on, like crack on.
Crack on.
Like we'll crack on here. Let's crack on, Gabe. Like let's get it going.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
I'm up on all the young slang, English slang. I think.
I am. I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to this weekend's MLS action too.
Oh yeah,
we'll hit this tomorrow night. We won't go over the games now too much, but I've discovered some really good information. About this shit.
Yeah, I always love going down that card. I mean, it's always we got a couple days off. It's time to get back at it. By the way, Gabe, here's a couple words for you if you're a young Englishman. Knackered.
You're saying just for the record, so you like Derby tomorrow and then Preston on Saturday.
Yes, I like Derby County tomorrow plus 130, and I like Preston North End against QPR minus 110. A couple others I'm looking at. I think West Bromwich Albion. I mean, Bolton's the worst team. Like I said, West Bromwich Albion's the best team. I would probably lay a goal and a half there if I had to. They should crush Bolton. I also like Sheffield United against Swansea. Swansea's a team that just went down, like we talked about. I just think Sheffield's a better side. Millwall, Middlesbrough. I think that's a worthy draw candidate. Millwall drew a ton last year. They're a good defensive side. Same with Middlesbrough. I could see that 1-1, 0-0. And then Norwich City, I think, should beat Birmingham. But my favorite plays are Preston North End and Derby County.
No, I like it. I'll jump in. I'll tell you on this stuff. I'll try to follow the league a little closer. I'll bet it. I'm betting every other soccer league, so we're not adding this to the rotation.
Yeah, actually, I'll even go down into League One, League Two. They even have the National League, which is level 5. So some of these leagues, you just kind of find teams that are good.
Yeah,
you just kind of rock with them.
You can't cover every team in the league. You just sort of find a few that you like, or that's what I'll do. Yeah. Where I'll know, all right, these guys always go under, right? Like last night, just by chance, our boys Stoke Park were playing.
Oh, Swope, sure. Yeah.
Swope, fucking, was it Swope City or Swope Park? It's
Swope Park. Yeah, Swope Park.
Yeah, Swope Park Rangers. Yeah, fucking.
Yeah.
Dude, we got lucky as fuck and stayed under, man. There was missed penalty kicks and shit.
No shit.
Crazy, but I'm always talking, guys, about even if you're not into fantasy sports, about the knowledge that fantasy brings to the table, the details that you know. And it's great, big man, that I just stumbled upon some great MLS fantasy stuff. But what's great about it is just a wealth of information in here. So here's just like they have to rank players for the week. Like who the best players are coming in for Saturday. Joseph Martinez is number 1.
Sure.
As they play They play TFC this week. There's going to be goals in that fucking.
Yeah, there's going to be goals in that game.
Yeah. Maximiliano Morales is ranked number 2 this week. And, we were talking about Vancouver. How about this, guys? Vancouver's playing NYFC. And I saw someone in the chat a couple of minutes ago saying they like NYFC this week minus a goal and a half. Vancouver, their last 4 road games, they've been outscored 10-1.
Yeah, they can't keep goals, though.
Yeah.
By the way, Gabe, from Atlanta United, I don't know how much you watched that game last night, but that kid Miguel Almiron for Atlanta, that dude is fucking fast, man.
Yeah, he's the 3rd highest DraftKings pick, popular pick this week. Him and fucking Martinez. They're expecting both of them.
I don't see anyone beating them in the league. They're really good, man.
Diego Valeri, he was in the game the other night.
Yep.
He's the 4th choice, and Anton Tinnerholm. Let's see. My boy Piatti plays DC United this week.
Valeri plays for Portland Timbers.
Yeah. How about this? Fucking Piatti's got a goal or an assist in 7 of his last 8 games.
Yeah, he's pretty underrated, Piatti.
He really is. He really is, man. In the open field and as a passer and shit, this guy's fucking great, bro.
He's a good player. I think you got a good player up there with him.
Yeah, the Impact are close. They're playing better recently. They're in the playoffs, at least, as it is right now. A couple of years ago, the Impact were fucking good, man. They made it to the Champions League, the CONCACAF Champions League final.
Yeah.
They fucking lost, though, just like fucking TFC did.
Atlanta United plays Friday night, don't they? Or am I wrong?
No, it's Saturday afternoon against TFC.
So there's one Saturday game? Or am I wrong?
Are you looking at Bet365?
Yeah, they always fuck the times up here.
You know what it is, bro? It's England time.
Oh, that's true. So it's okay the next day, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so there's a lot of games this Saturday. What am I looking at?
Oh, yeah, full fucking slate.
Yo, Gabe, do you think from now on we should just bet every over that Orlando plays?
Yeah.
Like every over 3.5?
Yes.
I mean, dude, they're so bad on defense.
I know. It's hard to believe they're plus 115, man. I can't beat anybody these days.
Yeah.
They looked pretty good the other night, though. I'll go both teams to score. And we're killing the MLS, guys. It's been like 3 weekends in a row. Saturday nights are becoming MLS party night. It's great time.
Yeah, I'm all over. I'll throw one.
I'm going to be picking on your team, your hometown team on Saturday night on Patreon. The Portland Timbers and the Philadelphia Union. Timbers are going to fuck them up.
Yeah, that's a low line for sure. I'll tell you one that I'm looking at, Gabe, and that is that LA Galaxy game. I mean, they're going to – why are they plus 150 against Colorado?
It's in Colorado. That's why.
Who gives a shit? Dallas Earthquakes. That's a good one, too. There's a lot of good games here.
There is, man. Fucking – if Salt Lake always blow leads. They fucking piss me off, but Salt Lake should be able to beat Chicago.
Look, I'm looking over in that one. Chicago Fire can't keep goals out either.
Montreal Impact will beat the DC United. Both teams to score is what? Minus 175. That's fucking cash it. And over 2.5 is minus 154. Montreal Impact and DC United. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun with the MLS this week hitting this shit. We got UFC on Saturday night as well again, guys.
Gabe, one other game on Saturday in England I'm looking at. England National League. That's the 5th level. I'm on Salford City, minus 105 against Leyton Orient. Lock it up.
What's the last one? Who you got?
Salford City. It's in the England National League. Yep.
I got to write these down. I'll remember them, though.
Salford City.
Derby, Preston.
Yeah.
Salford.
Yeah. National League, yeah.
All right, second half is set to kick off here. It just kicked off.
In what game?
Saskatchewan Roughriders, Edmonton Eskimos.
Oh, that fucking shit league.
We actually had a great game tonight. Great finish in the earlier one.
Fuck that league.
I'm on the Riders plus the points, and I got the over as well. The over's not looking good. Right now, the total's 43.5, guys. I actually think that it's going to go over here to 43.5. I think it's a little low. I think this game's going to open up right now. I think the game opens up. I'm not going to go massive on this. We've had a nice night, so we'll jump on this.
I'm taking a futsal game, Gabe.
Over 43.5, guys. We just clicked it. It's spinning. It's spinning. It's in. Spinning, in. Over 43.5, Saskatchewan, Edmonton. All right. I don't want to get crazy here and start jumping around too much with crazy shit. But
I'm just doing one futsal game, Gabe, down in Guatemala.
But it's coming up, the futsal or the?
No, it's live right now.
TV. Who is this?
Pharmaceuticals against Total Pro. I'm going under 12.5.
I love how like one name is so hard. Pharmaceuticals FSC versus Total Pro. Like just Total Pro. Like, you know.
I'm going with under 12.5, and I'm getting it in now because it's dropping.
The fuck? It's already 3-1. Why is that fucking total so high?
You just missed it.
Yeah, they suspended it.
I got it in. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm on that one. Pharmaceuticals, Total Pro, under 12.5.
I just got a bargain by waiting. I'm getting 13.5 now. Fuck, it's 3-2 now.
Damn, they just scored. Fuck.
That's the worst. What do you get?
Dos Laredos against Tijuana in the Mexican League.
CONCACAF League soccer right now. Fuck. Shit, we missed out on this. There's only 5 minutes left.
Yeah, that's a Costa Rican team.
Herediano, yeah.
Herediano.
Yeah, and it's Santa Tecla. Fuck. 1-0. I would jump in on no goal in the last few minutes here, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm going to do that too, I'm thinking.
Yeah, but it's not worth it at minus 250, you know? Like, it was 188's my cutoff. Like, maybe minus 200 under circumstances, but I can't do 250.
Yeah, it's a bit low.
I can't justify it. All right, fucking Saskatchewan moving to football. We're on the Riders and the over. Let's get this shit.
Settle down, Samuel Martin.
What's Sam Martin with?
He's saying the same thing like 8,000 times.
How do you have time to follow all this soccer?
Look, I've said it before.
Boom, Duron Carter. Hey, what a shock, eh? They moved Duron Carter back to wide receiver, and he scores a touchdown. You know these guys. You know Duron Carter and quarterback Zach Caleros, big man, just threw the touchdown.
Cincinnati, yeah.
I've got Duron Carter in DraftKings. So let me just check in on my DraftKings teams. How the fuck? Now, to follow soccer leagues, I'll tell you what you need to do, guys. You need to fucking be at home during the day.
Yeah. Have a good memory and watch the shit, yeah.
You need to be at home during the day because that's when all this international soccer mostly is, right? The good, Europe is 6 hours ahead, 5 hours ahead.
And not for nothing, like I don't know a lot about every team. I just know a little bit about every team. In some of these smaller leagues and stuff.
Yeah, I don't have me too. What I'll do with these things, big man, is I don't have time for the things, but I like to know just generally. I don't need to know fucking everything inside out, but I need to know, all right, is this team a high-scoring team, low-scoring team? What does this team play? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know just generally the league. Like, there's a lot of international basketball leagues. Like, you just name a country, and I can tell you. This league, there's always comebacks. This league, there's blowouts. This league fucking goes under. That league goes over. You know what I mean? Like, I can tell you. I can't tell you about every team in a Chinese basketball league, but I can fucking tell you it's a track meet league.
Sure. They score every game.
Yeah, it really does. It's like fucking scores are like, 200 and fucking, the scores are ridiculously high in this fucking league.
170, 160.
Yeah. Like, exactly. They get up into the average total in the fucking, in the Chinese league is often like 238, 241. It's like NBA All-Star game totals almost. Fuck.
Look at this, Gabe. No more Millhouse. He changed his name back.
Hey, guys, says Brian Rowe. What's up, Brian Rowe?
What the fuck?
I like the Millhouse, bro. You had something going with Millhouse.
Yeah, wasn't that your name?
You were Millhouse.
It's kind of weird you changed that back. Why'd you do that?
He's getting serious because it's like football season coming.
Yeah. I just see Brian Rowe.
We'll see you in Vegas, Brian Rowe. And they always have like a lot of gag T-shirts and shit down there. I'm gonna get you a Millhouse T-shirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna make him one.
We're gonna find a Millhouse T-shirt down. We're 3 weeks from Vegas as of tonight, actually.
Yeah, I actually just talked with your boy Joe Lisi.
Oh, you did, huh?
Yeah, I just said hello. I've never really talked to him before. I knew we were sharing together at the thing. So
You know what? I was just thinking of Joe Lisi today. I forgot he was fucking speaking. Pleasure to be with you, Gabe. Joe Lisi is that's going to be fun down there. We're now 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks, 20 days, because I'm leaving on a Wednesday night. So,
oh, are you? Oh, you'll be there early.
Yeah. Well, I get in late Wednesday night.
Yeah, I heard Ian Cameron on the other day talking about how when he gets there, it'll be late, so he'll probably just go right to sleep.
Yeah, and I like when he said, and first off, too, big man, I think he's on the same plane as me. He just doesn't tell me. And,
yeah.
And number two, Vegas doesn't close, right? Remember what he said? He goes, well, I'll be getting there very late, so it'll,
go right to bed.
It'll be too late to do anything that night. And dude, Vegas, I know all the flights. There's only so late you can arrive there.
Yeah, but see, Gabe, some of these guys, we're different. We'll stay up late, you and I. We'll do shows till 2:00, and then before we know it, we get to bed. It's 4:30. Some of these guys got to get their beauty rest.
We have to smoke on with Babano, says. No, Babano doesn't blaze. Babano drinks, but Babano doesn't smoke. Yeah, we're going to have because Friday, it's going to be good down there. I don't know, though, about that Friday night. We'll have to see. I almost feel like we have to fucking, expose the viewers to a little bit of the chaos down there.
But the thing is, didn't he say his flight, he leaves at 10:00 or something? When do you leave?
I leave, I'm leaving at 9:00, 8:50.
Okay, so your flight gets there by 12:30. What's he going to do, go to bed?
No, not even, big man. You get 3 hours back, bro.
Okay, so yeah,
so I'm going to get on a plane at 8:50, and when I get there, it'll be 10:50. You know what I mean?
True.
Because of the time zone difference.
So what is he talking about? He's going to get there late.
Yeah, he'll get in around 10:30, 11 at night, around the same time I do. We're probably
right.
Because Cam bought a plane ticket without telling me, and he's on the same flight as me too.
Ian Cameron will do one of those things just run into you. I didn't know you were on the same flight.
Yeah, I know. I was on the same flight as him to Costa Rica too.
How did that go? What was that like?
I don't know. He sat up. Yeah, I wasn't with him. He was off.
Oh, you didn't sit with him? Okay.
No, I got to the airport. Babano was already there.
But wouldn't you kind of say something like, "Hey, Babano, you want to sit together or something?" Donnie and I are on the same flight, so we'll sit together. Kind of weird to him.
No, our flight was pretty booked and shit.
Yeah, but I would have said to the person next to you, be like, "Yo, do you mind switching?"
Yeah, some people don't want to do that.
Yeah, well, I hear you.
You expect a limo? I love you, Kyle, but I don't know.
I'm actually I'm renting a car. I knew that.
I don't think SBR is going to send you. I don't know if Zach Jones is going to send you a limo.
I'm renting a Mercedes. No bullshit. I swear. Right at the airport. I'm just going to drive right over.
You can, you can rent all kinds of luxury cars in Vegas too.
Yeah, I mean, I can rent a car for $150 for the time I'm there.
Thing is, though, yeah, I guess you've never been to Vegas, so you want to get around a little bit.
I wouldn't mind taking a little drive on Sunday.
Yeah. See, me, I know every minute's just going to be so packed, and dude, I won't even see that.
Gabe, listen.
I'm going to get there. I'll get to fucking Fremont Street, and I won't see anything for 4 days.
Yeah. Big man, do you have any cold ones? No, I don't drink. No, I'm not. No.
Yeah, Kyle, I remember that. It was true. I forgot about that. We got the limo in Vancouver. That was awesome.
Did you really?
Yeah. We got not just a limo. We got one of the you would have liked it. It's right out of a rap video. It was one of those fucking Hummer, fucking long ass extended.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, we roll. Yeah. Dude, you guys don't know. I mean, you're not aware in Vegas. All the strip clubs will do that, right, Kyle? I don't know if they do that in Atlanta, but all the fucking strip clubs in Vegas, they all have limos driving around and shit. And it's like a free limo ride to the strip club. It's totally free. And you'll get free admission into the club too. And the driver, they want to do it because they'll give the limo driver fucking money And they know basically you're going to spend money on booze because there's a drink minimum. So it's basically a way to get you into a strip club when you're in Vegas. So you'll notice, like, if you want to go to, like, if there's like a bunch of us on Friday night or something, and we're like, all right, we want to go to a strip club.
They'll send it over.
Yeah. You just tell them, listen, we're fucking 6 dudes. We want to go to a strip club. They'll send over like a kick-ass limo with drinks in the back and the whole 9 yards and shit. And it's free.
How about Gabe the other night?
You tip the driver, right? You tip the driver. And then the club gives the driver like a tip, a commission for bringing 6 guys there.
Sure.
And then once you're there, you'll get in for free. But it's fucking Vegas. It's evil. So you get in for free. But, oh, yeah, if you're at the booth, you got to buy 2 bottles of vodka for $400. You know what I mean? Like, that's when they come at you with the shit.
Yo, Gabe, remember the other night on Patreon we were talking about the different strip clubs?
Where, in Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Green Velvet, whatever place.
Yeah, we heard about that fucking. Someone told me to go to Red Rooster. I'm like, man, it's an old swingers club.
And Sonny Vega was talking about how he hates.
Where are you, Sonny? Sonny's like, well, Gabe, I got to take you to the Red Rooster. I'm like, for what?
And he says that Floyd Mayweather's club, it sucks, but has good food.
Yeah, I'm not going to Floyd Mayweather's club.
Or was that you that said it sucked? One of you guys did.
No, fucking Sonny said he loved it.
Okay. See, I didn't remember if it was you or him.
But Sonny also said that the ladies at the Floyd Mayweather club, unless you're a celebrity, they don't talk to you.
See, but you got to just pretend you're a celebrity. You know, act like you are. They're going with like sunglasses on.
Yeah, Vegas, big man. The Floyd dancers know, bro.
True. What was that place though? The Swingers Club.
You can't hustle a hustler. Give me 1 second here. I can hear you when you're talking.
What was this?
You guys take over 43.5. They've already scored 14 points since then.
What was the Swingers Club, Gabe?
The real nasty one was the fucking Green Door, I think it was called.
Green Door, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, read people the review of the Green Door. Went there, was disgusted.
Oh, yeah, I got to get those up. Hold on. Yeah, these are great. These Green Door reviews. I got to read you guys some of these. These are good shit. This place is so unbelievably disgusting. You could easily pick up an STD just by touching the soap. The decor is hideous, and the flooring, oh my God, don't look down. The mismatched linoleum is frightening. Let's not talk about the music, shall we? It's a genre no one can identify as it plays music no one would ever willingly listen to. Just don't go here. Red Rooster's no better either. It's fucking gross. Both these social clubs are nasty with a capital T. Do not go to this establishment. There are too many disrespectful single males who do not know how to treat a lady lurking around them. When you walk in, it's a dark, dingy, and there are several single males walking around in silence. One accosted my girlfriend, locked the door, and demanded a blowjob. I reported this incident to the staff, and it resulted in me and my girlfriend being kicked out. Good club, good staff. We went July 4th and met a super sexy, tattooed couple. She was a tall, stunning blonde, and he was fit and hung. We had a fantastic time. Wish we could do it again. If you guys read this, we had the best time ever. Your new friends, the Australian couple. This place is a total sausage party. Utter garbage. Don't waste your money. My wife and I went there on a Tuesday. We got there at 10 p.m. We waited 3 hours. Still empty, nice. Nice rooms. We did have sex in one of the rooms. It was good. It would be nice if others were there.
But, look, man, I lived in Vegas for fucking 3 fucking years. I never went there. There was a reason, big man. And it was right down the street for me, too. There'd be times at nighttime people would tell me, man, hey, man, let's go down to the fucking green room. The Green Door. I'm like, I'm not going in that place. Fuck. It's like fucking, no. I'm not. It's a shady fucking area too. The shady corner. It's just all things shady, bro. Like, yeah. Kyle in Atlanta right now is like writing this shit down. He's like Red Rooster.
Yeah, I got to go to all these places.
Kyle Hamburg's going to get to fucking Vegas. He's going to fucking get into a fucking taxi. He's going to first thing, hey, you know, I was watching the show the other night and I heard a lot of shit about this Green Door place. What can you tell me?
Listen to this one. This is about Red Rooster. If you're looking for beat down, overweight, frumpy women, you've hit the jackpot. I wonder where they kept the walkers and wheelchairs in that place. This is my 6th time coming over the years, and I have to tell you, it seems like someone
said this is my 6th time coming.
Yeah, it's like
I hates it so much. Why does it keep going back?
Yeah, exactly. You go to find another, you'll see old people with wigs on. They have dentures flapping around their mouth. You'll see whales that should never have been allowed to be naked. If you want a good laugh, you can bring up years from now to your friends, and they'll check this freak show out. Probably be a great place to just go and like get high and just laugh at people.
I'm starting to wonder about you, Sonny Vega. Like where I don't know where you hang around. No, man, the Buddy Ranches are fucking they're big ripoffs. Like it's like fucking way time expensive.
But seriously, if like the 5th time you found it disgusting, you had to go back to the 6th time?
The review. This place is disgusting. The women are unattractive. It's fucking dirty. You know,
you've been there that many times.
This is my 6th time coming here. It's like, well, dude, like,
don't go anymore.
It's not disgusting. Like, if you go to a place and it's disgusting, you never go back, right?
Yeah, right. The Bunny Ranch. Let's look at their reviews.
Dude, how much? Let me ask you, big man. How much do you think it is? Now, the Bunny Ranches are actually they're different than people think. Like, they have Super Bowl parties, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's sort of bars and sports bars. So it's not you don't have to like do whatever, but it's how much do you think it is typically? Like these chicks in Vegas, it's fucking insane, man.
Like to smash a chick?
Yeah,
I don't know, probably $1,000.
There's no set price, so they negotiate.
I would say, I mean, I know porn stars are in like the 2G range. I would probably say to get a good hooker and like a classy one, I'd probably say it's been $1,000.
Yeah, exactly. Which is,
and this is legal. This is at like Bunny Ranch. You could probably get an hour for $1,000. I'd imagine that's what the price is.
Yeah, you can probably get it for less depending on the night and.
But I'm sure, Gabe, if you went to like a Nikki Benz type and said, "Look, I'll give you $2,500 for an hour," she would do it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
that's a lot of money for an hour.
Depends.
Like you would obviously have to be decent looking and like not.
She's actually not the best example, but you're right though. Like
you can't be like a sickening guy or something.
About half of them do. Like Kiara Mia is like $2,400 or something.
Oh, I'm sure. And that's the thing. Like these girls, like you can get them. You just have to pay. You know, we all know that.
Well, Trump gave fucking Stormy Daniels $10K.
Sure. I mean, you might have to give him a little bit more, a little less, but.
Yeah, we apologize to poor Meg. Meg in the chat, who I believe is the only woman in chat here. The Vegas sleaze talk.
Let's just be honest. We aren't going to these places, though. We're just laughing at the reviews.
No, I'm not going to the Green Door or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm not going to go to the Red Rooster.
Would you go to the Bunny Ranch?
No.
Okay, answer this. What if someone handed you $1,000 and you had nothing but you were being taken to the Bunny Ranch and you're given $1,000? Would you do
I'm not going to lie. If fucking somebody told me, yeah, Morency, hop in the limo and we've got your back. You know what I mean?
Well, no, the Bunny Ranch is like a legit place.
I'll tell you guys a story right now, right? You're going to like this story, big man. I'm not going to go like it would take a long time. I did the whole thing, but long story short, I was in Mexico, okay?
Yeah.
And this is Jim Harbaugh was still a quarterback. So Jim Harbaugh was the quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts. They were in the playoffs. They were playing against the Kansas City Chiefs. Remember the Bills played the fucking Steelers in the playoffs against Neil O'Donnell. The year must have been 1993, 1992. Whatever, fuck. You know, I was 22, 23 type thing. No. Homicide record just came out. So it was 1996, 97, because 96. I had the CD. That's it. So it was like 1995, 96. So anyways, I was in Mexico. I was with my mother and my fucking brother. And the first few days I'm in Mexico, it's like, all right, just fucking normal Mexico stuff. You know what I mean? I went parasailing. I got drunk and I actually got laid a lot. Fuck. So first night there, I met some chick. And I didn't know there were sports books, big man, at the time, right? In Mexico. I didn't know.
All right.
And by accident, I fucking stumbled into a fucking sports book. Somebody told me, yeah, you can bet on sports here. I was like, what? And I was like, you got to be shitting me. So it ruined my vacation because the rest of the trip I spent hanging out at a dog fucking OTB track and shit. So basically I just went all degen the rest of the trip, and getting shit-faced in Mexico, betting on. I remember Michigan played Illinois. I watched Canada played Mexico in soccer and actually beat them. It's like one of the only times I ever beat them. And I happened to be in Mexico when it happened. It was nuts. So anyways, I'm in Mexico for a week. I had a great time and shit. NFL Sunday comes, okay? And it's the playoffs, fuck. And the Bills were playing and shit. And the Bills were playing the Steelers, and it was, the Colts and the Chiefs. It was a big weekend and shit, NFL football. And somebody told me, I was in Puerto Vallarta. Somebody told me, and this story gets funny here. It's something to do with a bunny ranch. So somebody told me, they're like, yeah, man, there's a sports bar, because I was watching sort of in this dumpy whatever. And they said, there's like an American sports bar owned by Americans. And they show all the NFL and everything and blah, blah, blah. And it's right down the street and blah, blah. So I'm like, oh, awesome, fuck. So I go to this place on the Sunday, okay? I go in here, and first thing I see is Spike Lee, fuck.
Nice.
Spike Lee's there. So I was like a rapper, big man, like the rappers outside a liquor store with their CDs. Sure. I had my CD. I used to hustle it. You know what I mean? I didn't sell it though. I used to give it to chicks and fucking give it to if I would meet anybody, be prepared. Always I remember I saw a thing of Gene Simmons say, always have a demo on you. He said that once he met a guy and a guy said, I'm in a band, fucking. Gene said, yeah, let me hear it. He goes, well, I don't have it on me. And Gene said, well, that sucks for you. And walked out of the elevator. And so I used to always carry my band CD with me, in case I met fucking David Geffen or something. You never know, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you come prepared. So I had my CD with me. And I went up to Spike Lee in the bar. And I'm like, Spike, man, I'm a big fan of your movies. And I said, if you ever need a metal band for one of your movies or anything, I said, I'm your guy, man. My band's your guy. Here's my CD. And he's like, all right, cool. And Spike Lee was pretty cool and shit. And he's like, yeah, cool. So I go sit at the bar, all right? I'm sitting at the bar, minding my own business. I don't know anybody. I'm there alone. Another fucking big play here in this game. We're going to get this second half over. So I'm sitting there in the bar, and, I'm watching the game on the screen, and I'm drinking buckets of beer and shit. And this Australian guy sits next to me, this blonde guy. And all Australians are always partiers, right? So he's like, hey, mate. Hey, he's sort of like, hey, fucking. I'm like, hey, how you doing, man? And I'm holding my sports tickets for the game. But it's like the pregame show only. The game hadn't started yet. So, I got my tickets sort of like I'm all excited. You know what I mean? I'm younger, right? So I got my sports ticket. I'm like, I got $200 on this ticket and this sport. I'm sort of looking at my sports tickets and shit. That I played at the sports book down the street, and now I'm in a bar and I got my tickets on the table kind of thing. And so the Australian guy goes, you can bet on this shit here? I didn't know that. And I'm like, yeah. So Buddy pulls out $400, fuck. I don't know the guy, big man. I just met the guy, right? Mm-hmm. Pulls out $400 and he gives me $400. It's 1992 too. So that's probably equivalent like $800 now. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't even know the guy. The guy's a stranger. He gives me the money and he goes, listen, can you go and place a bet for me? He goes, I really don't know how to do that, but he goes, I want to bet on the game. And so he gives me 400. And I was like, yeah, why? I was like, yeah, sure, buddy. So I'm like, what do you want? 400 on what? And he goes, no, 200 for you, 200 for me. He goes, let's bet on the same thing. What do you take?
Now, real quick, did he go with you? Or
no, didn't know me.
I would have just left.
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? In I'm in Mexico, right? So the stranger gives me $400.
Yeah.
And tells me fucking, hey, man, take 200 for you, 200 for me. Go bet on the game more, fuck. So I go do it, fuck, all right? I come back to the sports bar. I sit down. I'm like, all right, here you go, buddy. Here's the ticket. And that's what he goes. He goes, a lot of people would have left, fuck, you know? I was like, fuck, man. I was like, let's go, buddy. Let's drink. Fucks, we're drinking. And I was like, thanks for the ticket, man. Fuck. So I put another 200 on the Colts and Jim Harbaugh. And I'm like, thanks for the ticket, man. And we're watching the fucking game. He's paying for everything, big man, all right? He's paying for everything, fuck. He bust out a stack of fucking money, man. Buddy's paying for everything, drinks, buckets. So I started asking the guy, I'm like, what's your deal anyways, man? Fucking, you know, I said, you win the lottery or something? Fuck. And he goes, no, but my wife did. And I'm like, what? And then he tells me the story. It's the craziest story ever. He was kind of a good-looking surf dude. He goes, yeah, I'm from Australia. I came to the United States, and I fucking was dating this girl just so I could be in America, he said. And he said, I actually left her. And I was going to move back to Australia because, you know, it wasn't whatever. And it's kind of crude, but he said she's not the most attractive and she's kind of big. And he said, you know, it was okay at first, but, you know, he goes, I'm going back to Australia. And I was going to go back to Australia. And then, so he broke up with her. A week after he broke up with her, she won the fucking Powerball lottery.
Jesus.
And instead of saying, fuck you, you left me, she called him and said, please marry me. I'm a multi-millionaire.
Wow.
He married her.
I would have too.
He married her. She gave him a $10,000 a month allowance to stay. So we're betting on the football. He tells me this. And then he's like, man, you know where there's fucking girls here. And I'm like, well, you know, we're in Mexico, buddy. Like, you know. So I was like, well, I guess fucking, so, and I'm a partier. I didn't, you know what I mean? I was fucking single. So I'm like, yeah, man. So I'm like, give me a minute, fuck. So I speak to the bartender and I'm like, listen, man, we want to party after the game, fuck, you know? So buddy's like, oh, yeah. So fucking, he hooks me up with a taxi driver. We get some coke and shit. We get blow. This taxi driver gets his blow. And after the game, so we get in this taxi drive. We get in the taxi after the game. They take us up into this fucking hill, man. They take us to this like fucking brothel and shit, man.
Nice.
Like on this hill in Mexico and shit. Buddy fucking paid and shit for everything. Fucking the taxi driver is there. And I'll never forget, the taxi driver says, can I come in with you guys? And the guy says, no. Like, the taxi driver tried to get Buddy to buy him a hooker. And Buddy was like, no, I would, but he goes, I need you to be here. He goes, in case I come running out in trouble or something. So I looked at the guy. I'm like, man, good thinking, fuck. I said, you never know what'll happen here. Good thinking. And he gave the guy $100. And he said, I need you to to keep the car running outside here. He goes, we'll be fast. So Buddy tells me, he goes, be fast, all right? So I'm like, fuck, this is surreal, fuck. I don't even know this guy. I'm fucking in Mexico. Next thing I know, I'm in a fucking brothel with this dude. We had a taxi fucking running outside. So anyways, fuck, we fucking leave the fucking place after. And Buddy tells me and shit, come fucking party, man, with me and shit. He was staying on the Love Boat, the fucking Pacific Princess. No shit. This TV show, The Love Boat, was docked at the bay in Puerto Vallarta. His wife was on the boat, fuck. And so we're fucking fucked up at this point. It's like Sunday night. The games are done. I'm fucking shit-faced and shit. I'm all sunburnt on like half of my face. I fell asleep once. Fucking, it was a fucking shit show train wreck. So he tells me to fucking go to the fucking, come meet him at the boat. So I wanted to go to the Love Boat, man. So I got to the Love Boat and shit, and they wouldn't let me on the boat and shit because I didn't have a pass and fucking. So they wouldn't let me on the boat. I was like, man, all right, get my buddy, fuck, you know, he's in fucking door, he's in fucking, you know, cabin, whatever. I had the number and shit. And they're like, oh, yeah, you're with that guy. And they're like, listen, fuck, he told us you might be coming. He told us to tell you that he's in a lot of trouble with his wife right now. They're like, the Mexican guy told me, he's like, yeah, man, the wife, and he's like, they fight. Fuck him. So Buddy showed up all wasted, got into a fight, I guess, with a chick. And Buddy was telling me, he's like, no, you don't even want to come on the boat. They're fighting anyways. Fucking. So I fucking just stumbled off the Love Boat, went back to the bar on the strip there in Puerto Vallarta.
You never see him again?
No, never saw the guy ever again.
Wonder whatever happened to him.
I don't know. The last thing I saw of him, he gave me his fucking number and I lost it. Was he told me that he just bought Washington Redskins season tickets with the money, and I should come down to Washington and go see a game with him. Fuck.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how many people get meet fucking millionaires and get free trips to the Bunny Ranch. So it's already happened to me once in my life. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened again. Yes, we did win the bet, King Ganja. That was what was even better. Jim Harbaugh and the Colts upset the Chiefs. Ted Marchibroda was the coach.
Beautiful.
It was an epic run, if you remember. If you remember, the Buffalo Bills lost to the Steelers, and the Colts beat the fucking Chiefs. And then the next week, Harbaugh would have went to the Super Bowl, went to fucking Pittsburgh, but lost to Pittsburgh. It was like Harbaugh's late fucking hurrah with his career with fucking the Indianapolis Colts. And, last thing about this story. So I go back to the bar, and this time it's like, it's like 10 at night. It's not that late because, whatever. Shit happened fast after the games. It's like 9, 10 at night. I go back. I walk into the bar, or I'm outside the bar, like sort of on this sort of bar area there, and I see Spike Lee again. And there it is. 10 hours, 12 hours later that I met Spike Lee, and he was still holding my CD in his hand. Fuck. I was always impressed by that. Fuck. Like, if I was Spike Lee, I probably would have just left it at the bar or thrown it out. You know what I mean? He actually kept it. Fuck. Like I told someone after, I said, if he probably, he kept it. If he was going to throw it out, he would have already thrown it out. Fuck it.
Maybe he'll call you sometime.
I was amazed. I saw Spike and I was like, man, I said, it's unreal, Spike. You still got the CD, man. And he said, yeah, man, I got it. And he held it up. He started laughing. Fuck, So I've always respected Spike Lee for that he held on to my CD.
He made the greatest basketball movie ever.
Greatest basketball movie ever? What, with Ray Allen?
He Got Game, yeah. I think it is.
The Basketball Diary is pretty good.
I thought Denzel and Ray Allen were just great together, but there's a lot of great sports movies, man.
For me, the best basketball movie is White Men Can't Jump.
It's a good one.
And also The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh. The original.
That's a good one, too.
You seen that? The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh?
Sure.
Set shot. The underhanded.
This is kind of lame.
Unbelievable, Grinch. You were at that game. That's awesome. That's why I like telling these stories. It makes us remember our lives a bit. That's crazy. You were at that game, eh? Chiefs, Colts, yeah. Fucking Harbaugh won. They were wearing the white uniforms and shit with Marchibroda as the coach. And then the next week, they lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I forget. They beat someone else, too. The Colts, won the wild card game in Indy. And then they went to KC. I forget who they played in week 1. I think it was the Dolphins, actually. They might have beaten the Dolphins in Miami, actually. I don't know. Harbaugh, it was like Harbaugh won 2 games. And it was like, holy fuck, Harbaugh's 1 win from the Super Bowl, man. Everyone was pulling for him and shit. Like, he was the lovable Cinderella underdog guy. Like, he was a journeyman quarterback in the NFL, big man, right?
Yep.
So, it was sort of the end of his career. He caught fire with the Colts late. It was good. It was a great run. Fuck. It was a fun time.
Blue Chips is a great movie. I like Blue Chips a lot. Nick Nolte's good. I like that movie.
Blue Chips is a good movie. Yeah, yeah.
Love and Basketball is underrated.
Hoosiers is so classic. Yeah, that's the classic.
It's good. I mean, I don't know.
Hokey, but you know what I mean?
Kind of boring, but it's good. Gene Hackman,
I like that line. You see this basket? It's 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
Just like the basket right in your farm was, right? You know what I mean?
Jimmy Chitwood.
One of my favorite shows as a kid and I love basketball almost, from it was The White Shadow.
I've never seen that.
Oh, you'd love that show. Thank you, Scott Ramsey. They beat the Chargers. Thank you. You've never seen you'd love The White Shadow, big man.
No, I haven't. Off the
it's sort of be your thing. Like, oh yeah, just look up The White Shadow.
I have to check this out. It looks pretty good.
Oh yeah. It's like inner city coach. Oh yeah, the White Shadow was great fucking storylines. Salami, man, was fucking great, man. Yes.
Oh, it's a TV show or a movie?
It was a TV show.
Oh shit.
My fantasy basketball team was called the White Shadow because of that. We knew there had to be an Air Bud joke coming. Ryan Wojcik gets this with Air Bud.
Yeah, Ryan B. I would watch that show. It's good. 3 seasons. I like it a lot. It's real good.
Yeah, if you guys have never seen The White Shadow, it might be hard to find. There's episodes sort of popping online, but
Dennis Hopper was a drunk in Hoosiers. He was a total drunk.
Could have sworn there was another touchdown here. It's only 17-14. Hey, what happened? Did the touchdown not get called? I don't know. Like, it's always a weird call, huh?
White Shadow's on Netflix.
White Shadow's a great fucking.
I'll have to check that out.
Henry. Here it is. Let's see the theme song intro. Love it. So fucking 70s, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Carver High School. The White Shadow. Starring Ken Howard. Ooh. Salami. Yeah, the guys on the team were the best, fuck.
I gotta watch that.
If you guys let's see.
Shaft. That's a great intro. Shaft. The intro to that. Shaft.
Here's that.
Jackson's an alcoholic. And the only thing this proves that Jackson's got good taste.
One of their players is an alcoholic in high school.
Got some explaining to do.
Oh, I can see you're not what somebody would call a morning person. The brothers got together and they hired out this lady, right? The lady takes the coach out onto the court for a little game.
Saturday, while you were helping me move, somebody helped themselves to something in my apartment.
You're a shrink, and I don't have no problem, and I don't need your help.
One of the kids on the team robbed the coach's house when he was gone.
By the way, they got all the episodes on YouTube, it looks like.
Yeah, it's fucking good. It's like I said, it's inner city basketball. It's like a former pro player that fucking coached like a bunch of high school fucking.
I gotta check this out. I've never seen this.
Yeah, it's great shit. Great shit. TV was so much better in the old days.
Yeah, it sucks now.
Great shows. You know, great. I swear to God, guys, too. You know what a great fucking a great gambling movie is. This is really funny, stupid.
Yeah, what's that thing from that you play at the beginning of the show?
The Battle of the Sexes.
Yeah, what is that? Like, where is it? A movie or
what? The Battle of the Sexes.
Yeah.
What's
that guy's name? Bobby what?
Bobby Riggs.
I keep trying to find it on YouTube and I can't find it.
What, the movie Battle of the Sexes?
No, I just want to see that part.
Oh, it's a YouTube clip, that part. I can send it to you.
Bobby Riggs. You know, you folks.
You're not here because you're gamblers. You're here because you're terrible gamblers.
All right, Bobby.
The full little speech. I saw this movie on a plane, actually, and I was coming back from Vegas. And it's funny because it was the red eye, so it's like, 4 a.m. on the plane or whatever, right? It's all dark and quiet and shit. And I usually don't watch movies on planes. I never do. I'm one of these freaks that sort of sits there and stares at the fucking seat in front of them.
Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah, so I'm a nut job. I'll sit and I'll watch the plane where we are.
Yeah,
So,
I do that a lot too. Yeah.
How long is Pennsylvania, man? Fuck, we've been flying over Pennsylvania.
In Oklahoma for fucking 6 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm one of those guys. So fucking normally I don't watch. I never have headphones and shit. So this chance I did. And it's so the movie Battle of the Sexes is a movie about Bobby Riggs, the professional tennis player playing Billie Jean King.
Right.
It's called Battle of the Sexes. It was in the 70s. Best woman's player against the man's player. What would happen, right? So I watched the movie, and when it got to the gambling scene, I had no idea. I just, I was interested in the movie, but I had no idea it was going to be so much about gambling. So in that scene, man, I laughed out loud on the plane, and everyone fucking looked at me because I couldn't stop laughing. It was the first time I heard it, fuck. So he's like, he's in a gambling. His wife in real life, Bobby Riggs, is a degenerate gambler. So his wife in real life fucking told him, listen, if you don't go to Gamblers Anonymous, fuck, I'm going to leave you. So he goes to Gamblers Anonymous and he freaks out. That's the great scene. I'm listening to you all talk about everything and all your problems. Woe is me. You're not here because you're gamblers. You're here because you're terrible gamblers. You need an edge. You need an angle. You need something to turn you from a loser to a winner, from a hustler. Like it's a great fucking speech. And I nearly cried too when he goes, why should we give up the one thing that we love? Here's the full I'll play you the full fucking. I only play the little mini clip off the top of the show. There's actually a full monologue that he does about gambling that's gold. We don't need to give up gambling. We just need to get better at it. Who's dealing? Who's in?
The best part is when he goes, you folks.
God bless Bobby Riggs. What a legend. All right, here's coming up here. It really is like this movie, oh no. I don't know if a touchdown got overcalled or what the fuck happened. All right, here's the gambling scene here, big man. Listen to this. Listen to this. This is passion gambling talk. This is why we're all sitting here alone, staring into a computer at 12:30 at night, gambling. My name is Gabby, and I'm an addict.
Bobby, and I am an addict. At least that's what Priscilla says. She's going to leave me unless I quit gambling.
Jeez Louise. Gambling.
Boggles me, though, that word, gambling. Whenever Priscilla gets the car out of the garage, she's gambling big time. Never checks the mirror. Sticks it in reverse. Puts her foot down right out on the highway. Jeez Louise, that's gambling. Here I am, Gamblers Anonymous.
And your point is what, Bobby?
My point is this. Life's a gamble, right? That's the thrill of it. You folks aren't here because you're gambling. You are here because you are terrible gamblers.
Well, let's.
That's the problem. I mean, you lose, and that's why you're here.
Okay, Bobby.
And I've been looking at you guys yammering on about all of your stuff, and woe is me, and this is terrible. But you know what the problem is? The problem is you don't have a thing.
Can we just...
They don't have a thing.
Bobby.
They need an edge. You need an angle, inside track, something that's going to turn you from being a gambler to a hustler,
all right,
from
Bobby,
a
thank
loser
you very much.
to a winner. Why should we give up the one thing in life that we really love? These folks don't need to stop doing what they're doing. They just need to get better at it. Who's dealing?
Please.
Who's in? Huh?
What a great passion gambling speech, huh?
You folks, great movie, great.
I love what he says. I've been listening to you all yammering on. Oh, woe is me. Everything's so terrible. You know what your problem is? You lose. That's what he said. He goes, and he's right too, right? He's like, that's why you're here, because you lose. He goes, you don't need to stop gambling. You need to start winning.
Gabe, look at the Dodgers.
He bust out like a pack of cards, and that's why he's like, who's dealing? Who's in? And the head of the meeting, and your point is, Bobby?
Your point is what, Bobby?
What's that, man? Look at what?
Look at the Dodgers score.
Don't tell me these fuckers came back.
No.
Oh, thank God. 21-5. Scared me.
I've never seen a week where two teams scored 20.
Huh?
These fucking Mariners, man. These fucking losers.
Yeah, fuck. I thought they'd beat the Jays tonight.
All right, Gabe.
All right, big man. We'll see you tomorrow. Do some MLS.
Yeah, sounds good. See you, everybody.
Nate Diaz will fight Dustin Poirier. Yeah, that's a good fight. Very good fight. Poirier's on fire right now. No, Mick is not coming on tonight, Margarita. Mick is at the football game. As we speak right now, Mick is in this stadium somewhere, not watching the game. Listen, Nate Diaz is my boy, but I'll tell you what, right out of the gate, I'll tell you, I think Poirier will beat him. Diaz hasn't fought in a while. Poirier's on fire right now. Covington's not even the champion, LV Joe. Colby Covington's a dickhead. Fuck him. Guy calls the cops. He talks shit about Brazilians. A Brazilian fucking punches him in the face with a boomerang and he calls the cops. Like, how can you respect that guy? He's a very good fighter, though, LV Joe. Covington is a good fighter. George St. Pierre will fuck him up, but. Colby Covington's trying to talk shit to get George's attention, but George St. Pierre would easily beat Colby Covington. I'd be glad to watch him do it, too. Covington even tried bashing Quebec a bit and shit. That's Covington's angle, right? He figured, but George St. Pierre doesn't bite easily. And you know what, Covington? You don't move the needle enough financially for George St. Pierre. George St. Pierre wants to fight Conor McGregor, not you. Fuck. No, I don't think it's an act, LV Joe. I don't think it's an act. Tyrone Woodley will fucking smash him too. I'd prefer that. I'd prefer to just see Woodley shut him up, fucking beat him. I don't think it's an act, LV Joe, with him. I think he's genuine. I think he's genuine. That's the one thing I'll give him credit for. I think he's genuinely an asshole and genuinely who he is. Like, I don't think he's faking. Like, Chael Sonnen was an act. Chael Sonnen is not the persona that, you know what I mean, he was. Like, he doesn't even hide it. Like, Chael Sonnen used to say shit and then give you a little wink after, right? After, like, you know, hey, it's all a show, right? Colby Covington, there's no wink. Like, Colby Covington's just an asshole. That's who he is, you know? But he's a hell of a fighter. I'm not taking it away from him, but he's not, you know what I mean? Him running around with the belt and shit's a fucking pathetic joke. That's Dana White's fault, though. You know, those guys give away fucking belts like I roll joints. What's up, Rad Rod Garrison? Yeah, I'm curious to see how some of my DraftKings teams are doing. I'm fucking slaying here. I got Darrell Walker, 26.8 points. I had Sinopoli. What place am I in now? Ooh, I'm climbing the ladder, boys. Climbing the ladder. I'm in a contest with 594 people. I am now in 31st place. I'm climbing. Keep climbing. Wow, I won money in the NFL too on DraftKings. Not bad. I was in an NFL contest tonight, DraftKings, in this preseason game. 8,917 people. I finished in 1,820th place. That's not bad. You know what I mean? There was 8,900 people. I was 1,800. Positions paid, the top 2,192 teams got paid. So I got paid. Boom. Boom. We've been doing fucking pretty good with DraftKings. Baseball's been a fucking money pit at DraftKings. Baseball's impossible to beat the algorithm. But I'm a very good fantasy football player. And look, one night back, bam, I finish in the money. Out of 9,000 people, I came 1,800. Fuck. This is the first fucking game of the year. Bam. CFL football right now, I'm in 31st place out of 900 people. I can still climb here too. I can still climb here a bit. I still have a lot of players left to play tomorrow. Like, I'm going to be in this tomorrow here too. You know, but I'm not playing in a bigger contest. That's the problem. But I'm going to raise it up a notch when the NFL gets here. And I'll tell you what, guys, because this is gambling, we will add this to the rotation for you guys on Friday nights. Although, well, we'll see. I got a lot of schedule changes coming up here soon. But I'll add a millionaire contest maker for you guys too. I talked about it yesterday. You know, like if you play $20 every week in the Millionaire Maker, DraftKings Millionaire Maker. So if you're unfamiliar with a Millionaire Maker, basically it's a DFS fantasy football contest once a week. Every Sunday, it's $20 entry, and the winner gets $1 million. So essentially, you have a better chance of that than winning a lottery, right? Because usually there's about 300,000 or 400,000 people you're playing against. So there's like 400,000 people in the pot, right? And sometimes it's $2 million you'll win. And but you get paid for like top fucking, you know what I mean? Top fucking 5,000 people get paid or whatever out of the 400,000. So you put $20 in each week. You add up all the weeks, it's $360. So I put $360 in because I did videos in a week and we tracked it and shit, right? It was on TV and whatever, you know what I mean? It was all documented. So, and I played it all too. Like everything I gave, I played, right? So every Friday I would tell people, all right, this is my Millionaire Maker lineup that I'm taking this week. So out of $360, we made back $2,400. And yeah, it's not great. Fuck, you know, I didn't hit one of those big, because that's the dream to hit the big contest, right? But like 1 week, $20 paid me $1,400 back. My team was that good. I got $1,400 back for $20. Another week, it was $380. There was a few weeks like $100, $80, $180. In the end, it ended up with $2,400. And it was cool too, because there was a couple of people, there were people on YouTube, right, that saw it. And one kid even sent me his thing. He said, you won me $2,400 this year because I played every year. I played your lineup every week. And then last year it was frustrating. I didn't have a good DraftKings football Millionaire Maker year. Out of the 360, our return was like 600. It was pretty much a waste of time. We didn't lose money, but it was frustrating. I had really bad luck last year in DraftKings. It was fucking angering, man. Like my teams last year would be fucking awesome, and there was always be one guy that would get hurt every week. It was uncanny. It was like, yeah, if this guy didn't get hurt, I probably would have won $4,000 or fucking $18,000 or something. But one of these nights I'll hit it. But when I play DraftKings, I'm only playing like $3 entries, $1 entries. You know, I'm not playing the $20 and $30 entries because I'm not going to do that in baseball because I know Drew Dinkmeyer and these fucking Ivy League algorithm math dudes are fucking winning every night. You can't beat them. You can't beat those guys. Good luck trying. Don't even try. But you can beat them in football. Football, like baseball is such a fucking computer number algorithm sport. Football is more random chaos, and you know, it doesn't matter. Your computer algorithm can't predict that some fucker is going to return a punt for a touchdown. Like, there's a lot of shit that happens on an NFL Sunday, like weird stuff that lets the average guy win. You know, we've talked about it. One guy won the Millionaire Maker 2 years ago, and it was just an average guy, and his entire lineup was fucking players from Pennsylvania. It was some dude from fucking Pennsylvania, like, or he was a, you know, and he was a fucking, the guy was like a Steeler fan, except he basically put a lineup in of all Pittsburgh Steelers, Philadelphia Eagles, or players that played at Penn State or Pitt. Like, it was a fan. Like, it was basically like, it was the stupidest fucking lineup ever. Like, he, you know, it wasn't a stupid lineup, but he just stacked. He stacked the Steelers. He stacked the Steelers, the Eagles, and a couple other dudes that fucking were from the state of Pennsylvania or played at Temple or played at Penn State, whatever. It was like Pennsylvania related only. And he won fucking $2 million on FanDuel, fuck. And it was one of these weeks, man. Fucking Carson Wentz fucking threw like 4 touchdowns or something. You know, Le'Veon Bell fucking had a bunch. Like, it was whatever, man. Like, he fell ass backwards into this, fuck. He took all Pennsylvania and the Pittsburgh Steelers game and the Philadelphia Eagle game that week. Both their games were like high-scoring games with a shitload of – he had Darren Sproles. That was it. Darren Sproles returned 2 kicks for a touchdown, I think, fuck. Or he had 2 touchdowns. Like, no one owned Darren Sproles, and he did. And Sproles had a big fucking game, man, and it put him over the top. Like, that's the type of shit, right? You can have your sort of computer algorithms in football, but you always have to roll the dice and just hope. You know what? Like, it sounds crazy, but if you're trying to win $1 million, you got to be like, you know, I'm going to put Zay Jones in the lineup. You know what I mean? You have like a great team and you need to put one guy in. You're like, listen, no one's going to fucking take this guy. Fuck. No one's going to take fucking Sterling Shepard. All right. Right? Like, you have to fucking just hope that you pray that you catch lightning in a bottle. It happens all the time, man. Remember last year that Benny Fowler guy on Denver had 2 touchdowns in a game, you know, and it was like no one owned Benny Fowler. If you owned him, you won. It was fucking, it's like that randomness in football. There's always, you know, the Mercedes Lewis didn't have a fucking touchdown for 3 years. He had like fucking 4 touchdowns in like 3 games last year once. Yeah, like, I know Kyle Hamburg. I know a lot of you guys are into this shit. So, and it is betting. DraftKings is betting. So we'll talk about it when the football starts. But like, Kyle Hamburg knows what I'm talking about exactly. Like, if you just think, well, I'll take Odell Beckham and Sammy Watkins, and you know what I mean? You take your top tier wide receiver and then a mid tier, you're not going to win. Because every goddamn fucking week, there's some random fucking 2nd or 3rd string guy. You know, Taylor Gabriel goes off one week. And that's the difference between winning $1 million and not. Like, if you always just have the picture-perfect computer algorithm lineup in football, you won't win. Because every game, every NFL game, man, there's weird shit, fuck, that happens. You know, defense and special teams, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, let's say you took the Chargers that week against Nate Peterman, fuck. You won, essentially. If you had the rest of your good lineup, you won. You know, because that defense scored you so many points. A good strategy is for wide receivers, Kyle and everybody, is basically what you do is, so you judge by the cornerbacks, right? So you look at, all right, who's the best cornerbacks here? Like, who's the best cornerback? And certain wide receivers get eaten up, fuck, right? It's like, man, this guy's got to deal with Jimmy Smith here, fuck. He's not, and then you go, like you said, the number 2 wide receiver. Like, a good example, you're a Falcon guy, so you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, a great pick last year in DraftKings all the time was Mohamed Sanu. Everybody takes Julio Jones. No one's going to take Mohamed Sanu. Fuck, everyone's going to take Julio Jones. Yeah, that's all good. Julio Jones only catches like 4 balls a game. They don't, you know, he's fucking double teamed all the time and shit. So, yeah, Mohamed Sanu is not a better wide receiver than Julio Jones, but I'd rather own him in DraftKings because Sanu's actually going to get 6, 7 fucking catches and a touchdown because he's not going to have 3 fucking dudes up his ass all day. Right? That's the way you got to look at that shit. Exactly. Another thing you do is you take shitty quarterbacks on shitty teams. Fuck. Basically, like a lot of like the casual guy will be like, I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to take Cam Newton. No. Fuck. You know what? Like this year, who's going to be a shit team? Like take Mitch Trubisky. You know what I mean? Because you take the team that the quarterback is going to have to throw and come back from. Like when Blake Bortles was shit and the Jaguars were shit, man. Blake Bortles used to be a fantasy stud. It was frustrating. I remember like losing money once. I lost big money to some cocksucker that had Blake Bortles. And I was like, man, Blake Bortles threw 4 interceptions, fuck. But he finished with 25 DraftKings points because fucking, he fucking threw for 313 yards and 2 touchdowns. And they were trailing. Like when the Jags just suddenly got good last year. Like Blake Bortles used to be good at fantasy, even though he was one of the worst real quarterbacks in the league. Like reality and fantasy are 2 different things. Exactly, King Ganja. Those shitty teams trying to come back that no one wants to own, like Ryan Fitzpatrick. That'll be a good one this year. It really will be too. Like Fitzpatrick and the Bucks. They'll get smashed by the Saints and shit. It'll be like fucking 4, it'll be like 27-7 at the half. And then in the second half, it'll be nothing but Fitzpatrick throwing the ball fucking constantly. Like that's the whole thing. In DraftKings, it doesn't matter if your team lost 58-17, as long as you fucking got some points out of it. It's like NBA DraftKings. It's the same bullshit, right? NBA DraftKings, man, at the end of the year, I was stocking up on Memphis Grizzly players every night. Memphis Grizzly players were like $4,800, and no one was going to take Dylan Brooks, and he was playing 40 minutes a night. See, Lloyd, you guys know what I'm talking about. A lot of fantasy. Yes, like Stafford is a better, Tyrod Taylor is a much better fantasy quarterback than reality quarterback. There's a lot of guys like that. And then there's some guys that are better reality quarterbacks. There's some guys that are they're better reality quarterbacks. They're not great fantasy quarterbacks, but you'd rather have them on your team, No, exactly. Like look in the NBA. Like a good example, guys, is like a team like the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns were fucking terrible last year. They were losing 140 to fucking 84, they'd lose 130 to fucking 118 and shit every night on a good night. But what happened with them is Devin Booker's on the floor for fucking 40 minutes and they're playing fast break shit. So often the best fantasy players are actually on the shitty teams. In the NBA, that's the case. Like in the NBA, you want a shittier, like the Golden State Warriors and shit. Like it's like the Patriots. You know what I mean? Like in fantasy football, you don't know who the Patriots are going to throw the ball to. No one knows. You know what I mean? Like they change it up. Fuck. You know what I mean? They'll give the ball to the running back and then they'll give it to someone else on the 1-yard line. Like it's fantasy nightmare, the New England Patriots. They're a reality great team, but in fantasy, you never know Belichick. Like you could be the star running back 1 week with Belichick and cut 2 weeks later with that guy. I was sure we were going to hit the over here, the over 43.5. Every time I look up, there's big plays. There was a touchdown call back. And clearly that's what happened here. We're on Saskatchewan, which is good, but I need another touchdown. I need 44. Fucking 36 here only. There's still 6.5 minutes left. There should be some shit to happen here. Yeah, good call, Alan. Action. Our boy Chris Meany, who I used to work with in the Fantasy Sports TV network there, he won a lot of money on DraftKings, stacking fucking Cooper Kupp and Jared Goff early. Nobody wanted Jared Goff early last year, and he used to take them and he would stack them. Cooper Kupp, Jared Goff, Cooper Kupp, Sammy Watkins, Jared Goff, Jared Goff, Jared Goff. And it's not like Goff's the best fantasy quarterback in the world, but he wasn't heavily owned, so you really won money with him. That's the whole key. You've got to find a guy that people don't want that is good. Look, they already have. What's up, Matt H? Oh, yeah, it's frustrating. Exactly. Like, dude, I was in a Millionaire Maker fucking, and there was like literally like 480,000 people in it, and I finished like 130th, and I won like $80. I was pissed off. I was like, come on, man. You know what I mean? I beat like fucking 400,000 people. I have a better score than 400,000 people, and I get $88 back. Really? Like, trust me, with golf, it's frustrating, man. Like, DraftKings essentially is a stiff. The Millionaire Maker is really the only way to go because it's like a lottery ticket. You know, you have a 1 in 250 million chance of winning the lottery. You have a 1 in fucking 300,000 chance of winning the Millionaire Maker, right? So you're essentially playing a lottery. Like, that's why I play baseball every night. I play in a free contest and fucking dollar contest and shit. Like, the same with the PGA shit. I'm just like, man, I don't know, man. If I play every tournament, one of these days, fucking, I'll fucking, every one of my guys will come in. You know what I mean? It's like a broken clock's right twice a day. Pat Mayo won 20K. That was his big score this year. Pat Mayo won 20K on a golf fucking hit on FanDuel. Yeah, you know, like the Patriots. The guys that we have on, though, like you should listen, Kyle, when the season starts. I have some of the top fucking fantasy players in the world on my show. I'm not just saying that. Like Drew Dinkmeyer, man, the guy's fucking won the Millionaire Maker twice. That's not by luck. You know what I mean? Drew Dinkmeyer's won the Millionaire Maker twice. He's won $150,000 fucking 6 times, I believe. Like, he's won, like, basically about $3.5 million from DraftKings, Drew Dinkmeyer. Yeah, like, I'm not just saying he's one of the best in the world. I mean, he is. It's crazy. He's a geeky-looking guy. He's got a smoking hot wife and shit because he's a fucking multi-billionaire. You know what I mean? You should, like, I like talking to him. He's on my show every Monday. And now with football coming, we're going to shift him to another day, but probably Thursdays. But so he talks baseball with us every Monday, and it's crazy, fuck. Like he would be a good bettor, fuck, too, but he doesn't bet on games. Why would he bet on games? He wins millions of dollars fucking playing fantasy. Fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I asked him if he bets. He goes, nah. He goes, I'll bet. Fuck, he's a Bears and he's a Bears and Cubs guy. He goes, I'll bet $50, you know, recreation. But he goes, I don't, because I asked him if he uses like his algorithms to bet it all, and he goes, no, I don't. He goes, just fantasy. But I asked him, I don't know if you guys remember the interview. I said, how many lineups do you fucking play a night on DraftKings and FanDuel? And he goes, well, depends on the night. I said, how many lineups do you have tonight, right now? He goes, well, it's kind of a lighter night. He goes, so I have about 450 lineups. 450 lineups. Like Kyle Hamburg, like he will have, like in a Millionaire Maker, like you're allowed to enter 500 times. He will have 500 entries. He will enter he will spend $10,000 to enter this contest. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to have a lot of balls to say, you know what? I'm going to put $10,000 in 500 different teams. And he puts 10K in and he just sits back. And at the end of the day, he just fucking hits refresh. It's like betting on sports. At the end of the night, he's like, well, I didn't win $1 million, but I just won back fucking $90,000. Because look, if I'm betting $10 and I get 90 back and he's betting 10,000, he's getting 90, you know what I mean? So he's betting like $10, $20, $30,000 a day on this shit, man. That's real betting, fuck. It's fucking insane. Yeah, he goes, well, it's kind of a slow night, Gabe, so I only have 400. But he goes, I got about 350, 400 teams. That was on a baseball night, just a typical Monday baseball night a couple of weeks ago. He had 350 to 400 lineups, he said. How do you even have the time? Like, how do you even sit there and enter 350 times? Fuck. Like, I asked him that. I said, how do you even put together like 400 different lineups, man? Takes me like a fucking hour to do one baseball lineup. How do you fucking do this and fucking, you know? And he basically said, you know, he's not going to give the company secrets away, but he said it's his computer. He said, I trust my algorithm and my fucking data. He has his own spreadsheet, man. It's like top secret, like KFC secret recipe, man. I don't know what this guy knows that we don't know. Fuck. Yeah, copy and paste, and he knows how to export this shit. And also, I think he's got like an assistant that fucking helps him out. Because you know, if you're a multimillionaire and you're playing 500 lineups a day, you're gonna need someone to fucking, you know what I mean? You need somebody to do the little things. Hey, buddy, fuck, I need you to put 150 baseball lineups for me right now. You know? But like Dickmeyer will max out everywhere. Like, so he'll be in like fucking 1,500 fucking contests on a Sunday afternoon. Think about that. 1,500 contests. You can't even keep up with it. You don't even, you know what I mean? It's one of these deals where you just fucking, you put your players in, you kick back, and at the end of the day, you hit refresh. Fucking, all right, who did what? Fuck. Yeah, the fantasy DFS is on the downswing, Scott F. It's good to have Matt H back. But you're right, Scott F. DFS is on a downswing. You know what happened with DFS? The average guy touchdown Edmonton. The average, 223 left. I've got over 43 and a half. And they're going to get to 44 here. Sorry, 43. And I'm going to need a touchdown. I'm going to lose by a fucking point here. I do have Saskatchewan plus the points, but fuck, this is still pissing me off. Fuck, man. Yeah, like the average guy realized that you can't beat the computer. You're not beating Drew Dinkmeyer. Like Drew Dinkmeyer said on the radio, actually. And it sounded like arrogant when he said it, but he was true. It was sort of like Kevin Durant telling McCollum, like Drew Dinkmeyer said, you can't beat me. Don't even bother trying. Like he was basically saying, if you're an average guy, don't even play DraftKings because you're not going to beat me. You know, like you're not, you know. But with NFL football, it's a millionaire. It's different. You know, like the numbers guys have more of an advantage in baseball. Like Dinkmeyer admitted, he's got nothing for hockey. He doesn't play fantasy hockey because he doesn't have an algorithm for it. You know, so it's not like he's a genius and he knows, oh, I know sports better than us. He's a computer fucking genius, right? This guy just knows. They're smart guys, man. They know how to fucking, they know what numbers to spit in the computer and shit. It's nuts, fuck. When I say computer, it's not like the computer just tells them what to do. They feed the computer information and algorithm spreadsheets. They feed the computer information, and in a computer, it's called optimizing. So the computer, oh, they're going for 2. That would have really helped me, and they didn't get it. Fuck! God. Fuck. Yeah, but Chris Blanchard, if it was just that simple that we all had a magic computer, we'd all buy a magic computer, right? It's not the computer. It's what you put in the computer. Everyone has different spreadsheets and algorithms. You know what I mean? There's different ones. Daily Roto has one. Number Fire, you know what I mean? There's a lot of different ones. Prediction Machine. You know, whose is the best, right? I don't know. Dick Meyer seems to be the best to me. He's the one that wins the most. Rake is the juice, Mohammed. It's like juice in betting on sports. So, like, you know, like when you lay minus 110 on a game, in fantasy, you're laying like 16%. Fuck. They're taking like 15% back. You know, they take 10% of the commission, but then they tagged on this fee and that fee. So it's like 16, 17% at some of these places now. Nah, Dick Meyer says he'll even play the $5 game sometimes. What a screw job. I really could have used that too, but whatever. I am fucking 6-0 so far, so I can't win every bet. It's like coming down from a party, fuck. You know what I mean? You're going to win, then lose. Lose. I don't know. I like your style, Colin Peterson. I said that about the Argos. I said, trust me, they're going to score, and they did. Fuck, though. Of course, they don't. If they needed 3, they could kick a field goal. We can go to overtime. And I've got the real over in this game too. This is the problem. Fuck. You know, like I would have preferred going to overtime, 23-23, hit Saskatchewan, hit the in-game over 43, and hit the total 53. As it is now, I'm staring at a 1 and 2. Well, King Ganja, what are you going to do, fuck, huh? We'll talk more. Listen, it's fun. DFS sports is fun, though, guys. But there's a lot of things what not to do that we'll tell you, okay? And I've learned the hard way. And I've been working in fantasy sports now for 5 years, so. Saskatchewan's falling apart. Yeah, I got a good proxy for you, Kyle Hamburg. We can go meet him when we're in Vegas on the Saturday. I got the best proxy for you, Kyle. It's good for me, too, because, well, whatever, fuck. The guy here, to be honest, he didn't even charge me last year, fuck. I brought him so many people over the years, right? Third and 10, Caleros. It's caught. Wow. Gabe's 2G free rolls was all about it. Yeah, Vegas Maddie's great. I know Kelly in Vegas. I used to work with her at Don Best, but no catch. No catch. I have a deal. I signed a deal with a fantasy site, like a sponsorship deal. I was already with them. I was at Drafters. Kyle Hamburg played over there. So I'm going to have like a free promo and shit for you guys to get a free fucking, some free NFL DFS for you. It's one of those deals. It's, you know, it's good for me. It's basically, you know, I mean, I get fucking shit the more people I bring in, but you guys get a free roll too by signing up. And DraftKings also has that too, which is cool. Yeah, that's from Chris Edge. Yeah, Rage OG. Can't wait to smoke some of that Rage OG when we're in Vegas. All right, we got some LA Grape. Jazz brand weed. Yeah, there's a minute 50 left. I don't know, man. I don't know if Edmonton could kill the clock here. You know what would be ideal? If they fucking got a single point. Fuck. Yeah, it's going to be on Drafters again. We'll get that going. They called me the other day. Football season's here. So, to be honest, the last promotion wasn't great for me. There was a lot of pimping and hustling for me. So they're going to have to sweeten the pot a little bit. They're going to have to sweeten the pot a little bit, basically, and they're willing to. So they want to talk to me. So, yeah, I'll be affiliated with those guys again this year. I made money on that site, though, actually playing, too. That's going to fucking help stop the fucking kill the clock. They just got a big first down. Yeah, we hope to see you next year, Matthias. Yeah, I didn't win that much, Cody, but like out of all the drafter shit, like I got free roll. So basically the way it works is typical, right? I bring you in, you get a free roll, I get a free roll. Right? So it's one of those deals. So I brought in like fucking 50, 60 guys or 100 guys. So I got like 50, 60 free rolls. And I ended up winning like $300 and they paid me too, like pretty quick too, through PayPal and shit. It only took like 48 hours. Like if you win at Drafters, you'll get paid. Yeah, the hockey's hard, Darcy. Big Will, yeah, the weed's a little. Yeah, we're gonna do the survivor pool again. Yeah, I'm gonna be really busy this football season, so I'm laying off. If you notice, my pyramid fantasy Ponzi schemes are done. People always used to joke because I'd have like 10 fantasy leagues running at once, and I'd have all the money and shit, and like I'd pay off one league with the other, I'd keep it rolling. But it's pretty good. I got tired of paying people off. I'm out of the red in that fantasy shit. People ask me, "Now, you doing a fantasy league?" I'm like, no. Like people wanted me to do a World Cup thing. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I don't want the pain in the ass of owing you guys money. Like, cause I forget and shit. Like, and people are like fucking think I'm stiffing them and say, you know. It's like I got a lot of fucking shit on my mind, right? I got an email the other day from some guy. Hey, he was a nice guy. He's like, hey, Gabe, he goes, I won $1,700 in your fantasy league last year, but I only received 1,000 of it. I didn't mean to stiff the guy. I didn't remember. Like, you know what I mean? I fucking had me, you know what I mean? I got a lot of shit going here. And I told the guy, I was like, dude, you should have sent me an email like fucking 4 months ago about this. So I sent him the money right away. I was like, yeah, here you go, buddy. Sorry, man. And he said, oh, I can't wait till this year. And I told him, I don't know. I said, because of things like this, I don't really, you know, I don't want to do it. Fuck. But yeah, we do the NFL Survivor Pool every year. It's a $100 entry, Darcy. I actually won it 2 years ago. It was great, too. We had like fucking 50 guys in it. I won $5,000. They're kicking a field goal here. If he misses, they're going to try to run it out. Hey, we get the over 43.5. So now we get into push territory. Whatever, fuck. It is what it is. I really would have liked to hit that over 53, to be honest, but no. They took it off the board. Oh my God. The CFL screw job of the night. He's going to miss, watch, and they're going to return it. I know, call. So, yeah, I'm not shutting all fantasy leagues down, but I'm thinking basically I'm going to do one or two. It's fun, and I want to play in one myself, right? So we'll probably do one for like $200-300 entry. We'll make it, we'll do less leagues, but bigger. You know what I mean? $300 entry like last year we did one. $300 entry, 12-team league, $300 entry. Winner gets $2,400. Second place gets $1,200. That was a fun one last year. The Survivor one's fun too. It was better when I won it. Fuck though. I won the Survivor thanks to the Atlanta Falcons the year they went to the Super Bowl. The Falcons saved me like fucking 4 times. Like I had the Falcons, but like the Falcons like beat teams that like people kept taking teams against the Falcons. Remember like the famous Packer game and the Survivor? I won the fucking $5,000 because of that game. It was great. Fuck. That was a big score for me. That was a good one. Because it was good because I was the commissioner, man. So basically it was either I have to give this guy $5,000 or I fucking don't fuck right now. So this is pretty big, this game. I remember I watched it with my mother, fuck. I remember I was in Vancouver. I was like, oh my God, fucking. I was like, yes. I won the Survivor. I've won another Survivor too. I've won 2 Survivors before and over the years. I'm a good Survivor player. This motherfucker, man, when I won the Survivor League, we went to week 15, guys. Week 15. Like after like week 10, everybody was out. It was just me and this other guy, fuck. And he offered to split the money and I said no. I said no. Well, run your own league, Jazz. See, that's why I don't want to do it. See, that's why it's because of that I'm not running it now. All right, Jazz, you take the money, you run the fantasy league, you deal with fucking everybody in their fucking times and their bullshit. This is exactly the reason why I'm not doing this shit this year. I don't need the pot shots, the comments, or the bullshit. I don't need it. Like, what's the point? What do I get out of this? It costs me money in email transfers. What do I get out of it? The only reason I get out of it is like I get to play in a league. Fuck, you know what I mean? Especially this year. In past years, I didn't mind so much. I had more time, but this year I'll have 0 time for this shit too. Well, game stays under, and it's a push. It's a push. We hit the in-game over 43.5. And then even with this super contest stuff, I already have I've got like in my inbox, I've noticed I haven't responded. Fuck, I've got a lot of shit here, but fucking already, man, I've got a bunch of people. Hey, I want in on a super contest team and fucking this and that. It's like, I just really don't have time for this stuff. Like, I've been on a super contest team with the same guys for a couple of years, actually. And this year, I'm not sure, just because I don't have time to talk on the phone and debate games and all that. I'm an old grumpy man. I don't want to debate anything with anybody. Fuck. I'm just going to take the games that I want. You know what I mean? I don't have time to talk on the phone and talk football and shit and go over everything. And I was on one team last year, and I was just like, whatever, guys, put in whatever the fuck you want. You don't listen to me anyway. So that's why this year I'm like, yeah, I'm going to back off that a bit here too. I haven't decided though. I don't want to be a jerk though. So we'll probably do the public. We'll do the one sports rage super contest team. You know, it's fun during the week. We get to debate the games on the show and shit. So we'll do the one sort of team sports rage public one. Yeah, most people partner up, Cody, because it's expensive. And I'm going to do one team myself. You can only enter twice, right? That's the whole thing, too. So you can enter twice. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, my boy Frankenball wants in on one. I know Don Johnson in Vegas will send me a message. There's a few guys I know that want in on this shit. But there was a few people that basically told me, listen, who was it the other day told me that? I think it was Big Will, maybe. See, I like Big Will's style. Big Will said, I want in on the super contest, and I will not bitch, complain, or even say what to take. You know what I mean? You get people like, I do this shit, and then I get messages, oh, I told you we shouldn't have taken the Rams. It's like, fuck off. Fuck. I don't care. Fuck, right? How many times? We've only finished in the money once in the contest. Fucking hard to finish in the money in that contest. I came close, though, a few times, too. We finished in 8th place once. Another time we finished in fucking 51st. 51st was annoying because it was the top 40 that got paid. Fuck. So we were fucking close 11. Another time I was in like fucking 20th place in December, but I choked. And then the time there was the 8th place finish for 55,000. That's the thing. We got screwed on a Browns game actually for a lot of money once in a contest. Last year was tough. Last year, we stumbled out of the gate in the Super Contest on all of our teams, I remember. And we got hot late, but it was too little too late. Like, we really came on late, I remember. Remember last year? Fuck, I went on a fucking, I remember one of the Team Sports Rate or something. I went on a fucking 13-2 heater, fuck. So it's 5 picks a week. So over 3 weeks, I racked up 13 wins. I got us back into it, but then I fucking went 2-3 again a couple of times in a row. You can't go, you know what I mean? You need to be fucking perfect in this shit. You need to go 3-2 every week. That's all you need to do. If you can go 3-2 every week, you'll finish in the money. But it's a hell of a lot, sounds a hell of a lot easier than in reality. Like the year we finished in 8th place, we never went 5-0 once. Pretty crazy. We never went 5-0 once. We went fucking 4-1 like 3 times, and we were basically 3-2 every week. It was like 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, 4-1, 3-2, 3-2, 4-1, 3-2, 3-2, 4-1, and at the end we were in 8th place. But 3-2 is 66%, motherfuckers. You know, it ain't easy, fuck. We were fucking good. And that's the thing. They'll give you a $10,000 bonus if you can go fucking, what is it, 65%? We went 62%. That's what we did to finish in 8th place. It's fucking hard, man. We went 62%. We won 62% of our NFL bets. 85 NFL bets. That's what the contest is. 85 games. We won 62% of 80 fucking 5 games. We finished in 8th. Some years it's different. Like, you know what I mean? We were in a year that it was fucking pretty tough. Like, people had good records in our year. There was one team ahead of us that, like, fucking, the guy that won, it was like 70%. It's ridiculous. It's how do you win 70% of 85 NFL bets? Fuck, but he did. Kyle, the year that we finished 8th, bro, we started 1-4. We went 1-4 the first week. The year we finished 8th place. I want to cry. Fuck. It's like all that work, go to Vegas, enter the contest, and fucking, fuck, 1-4. Yeah, that contest. Yeah, Richmond Tigers, huh? I'll take a look, Bobbert. Yeah, last year, no one could win. That's what was frustrating, Big Will, last year. Like, if you would have went 3-2 last week, you know what I mean? Like, last year was a shit show. It was frustrating. I remember last year, fucking, there was 1 week where everybody went 0-5. Like, it was like basically like places 1 to fucking 300, everybody lost. It was fucking hilarious. Like, I remember sitting here a few times thinking, we're done, fuck. And then I'd fucking realize, you know what? Everybody lost, fuck. We all lost. Like, everyone had the same picks. Yeah, 53, that's not much. Like, 53 and 32. Like, we won more games than that and finished in 8th place. Fuck. I think we won 54, 55 games. I think our record was 55, 30, 55, 27, and 3 or something. Another thing is, too, pushes are good. Fuck. You don't like them at the time, but that's another thing because there's pushes. And you get a half a point for a push. You get 1 point for a win, half a point. It goes by points. So they don't really add your record. It goes, you get a point for a win, half a point for a push. And the year that we finished 8th, we had a lot of pushes, too. And they add up. Fuck, they help. Like, you're angry the day it happens. You're pissed off. You're like, ah, fuck, we got to push. But it's better than a loss. Those half points. You get another push, suddenly that's another point. Like, it really helps those pushes. Like, you're much better off pushing than losing. Put it that way, Frank. That's the whole key to that contest. Just don't lose. You know what I mean? Go 3-2. Don't lose. If you have a bad week, go 2-3 and get it back the next week, 3-2, 4-1. It's sort of like baseball. Like, don't try to hit a grand slam. You go in there, I gotta go 5-0 every week. You're not gonna go 5-0 every week, and you're gonna fucking flame out fast. Fuck. I always tell people, the super contest is like playing golf, one hole at a time, 1 week at a time. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. You know what I mean? But I got to get out of here, and we'll talk about it more. It is true, though, like Muhammad is saying, it'll be a good opportunity for a lot of you guys that aren't going to be at SB at the IFBC in Vegas to get in on the super contest, because we're all going to be there, right? Like Kyle Hamburg can enter twice. I can enter twice. And Matt H brought up the other contest too, or Muhammad did. The Golden Nugget one isn't good. It sounds cool, NFL and college combined, but the prizes aren't high enough. The competition is too steep. You have to go head-to-head in a bracket format. You have one bad week and you're out. It's not a good contest. The other one we're going to enter this year is the William Hill contest. There's a William Hill contest. And it's just like the super contest, except college football. Except it's only $500 to enter. And the winner still gets pretty good pay, man. The winner gets like $150,000 or $200,000 guaranteed. So you put $500 in, you're guaranteed if you win to get fucking $150,000 or $200K, and the top 20 pays pretty well. It's like it pays out pretty good for the $500 entry, and it's five college games a week. So, yeah, football is back. We'll go over each contest. We'll sort of go over each contest one at a time. I know Sonny Vega, our boy Sonny Vega had Vegas Matty on. Maybe we'll get him on the show here, and we'll get him to describe every contest, rules, and all that shit. Every year in Vegas, they had more of these, right? I imagine now, I mean, something we got to look into. I don't see why the sports books in Atlantic City and New Jersey won't have a contest. We'll see if they do, but wouldn't shock me. And if they do, whatever, I'm going to be there. So, all right, guys. So I gave you 7 picks tonight. We won 6 of them. They are ending in a proxy, Jazz. They are. But slowly. This is the first year you can put the picks in by your phone. You can never do that before. But you need to be in the state. Like before, you had to have the proxy go put the picks in, or you had to go put the picks in. That's why you needed the proxy. So now if you're in Nevada, you don't have to have the proxy. You can just put your picks in via the phone now. The Westgate applied to do it nationally. But the problem is not every state is legal, right? So I spoke to Jay Cornegate, the Westgate, about it. He told me, that he said that the Nevada Gaming Commission approved it. But he said it doesn't matter if they approve it. It's sort of, they can't do this nationally yet. But he said basically in the next 5 years, he would expect that you'll be able to be wherever, in San Diego, Vancouver, wherever in the world, and you can enter the super contest. But as it is now, that's the pain in the ass about this thing. You need to enter in person. So you either have to have someone there. That's why it'll be good. We're all going to be there, right? So some of you get lucky, but it's a pain in the ass. I mean, some people got to pay for your fucking flight and shit. Like I got one dude, our boy Steve, I love him, but every year he enters our contest and he never goes to Vegas. He's like, well, if you're going, man, it's like, yeah, I'm going because I got to enter the contest. Fuck. And I got to pay fucking for a hotel room. I got to pay for a flight. It cost me like $800 to go into the contest. Like this year, I'm lucky this year that there's the IFBC. I'm going to be there anyways. Because normally it's very expensive to enter the contest. You know, it's $1,500 US, which is a lot of Canadian fuck. Then you got to pay the proxy fucking a couple $100. $300 he was charging before. I think it's come down now because it's competition. I think he's 100 or 200 now. So anyways, it's like 1,800 fucking bucks US. Plus you got to get to Vegas, plus your hotel. It was really like $3,000 to enter the contest. This year it'll be cheaper because I'll happen to be in Vegas for the convention. So yeah, we'll figure it out. We have a lot of contests. We'll be able to figure it all out. But we appreciate everybody kicking it with us here tonight. Watch The White Shadow if you haven't seen it. I sound like Larry King. Fuck. Watch The White Shadow. We'll see you tomorrow night. We'll see you on the radio. Kenny Fong, take us out. Other than that, you're on your own. Later.